let's go ahead and get started with the recap. So,
Recap.
excuse me, last time y'all found yourselves in quite the predicament. Nox had decided that he was going to pester Kapesk by turning into a version of him with slightly shinier scales, which struck a bit of a chord with Kapesk, and tried to go on a date with Narcelia, the drow guide that y'all are working with as part of the Order of Pilkaref and assisting with King Umi IX's order to bring in the parts of winter. As this macho match between the two, a little bit of fighting, a little bit of shoving, a little bit of swiping, it eventually turned into one of the potions that y'all had taken from the cultist temple within the waste of Leflin. And since Nox is an avid peak powder user, one might call an addict, this led to him going into somewhat of a berserker mode. You grew in size, mind you, still looking like Kapesk, and magic missiles were shooting out, and you had to get rid of as many spell slots as you can. In the events of this dire situation, you were able to limit the damage, the devs, to 3, and through some ingenuity from Adelan, you were able to convince one of the Shadow Blades, which are some of the highest ranking males within Drow society, that y'all had slain an ancient red dragon that had appeared within the tavern and had locked it inside of a scale that Kapesk was touting off in the corner. It was shown in the illusion that Nox had slain said dragon, and right in the nick of time, as the Shadowblade and his guards enter into the room, Nox, you switch back to your Nikomakoska form and did a little bit of deceiving with the help of art and the group overall just not acting too suspicious. Y'all were not suspected of any wrongdoing, and in fact invited to dinner with Madame DeVere herself, the matron of House DeVere and the matron mother of the Drow Temple to Lolth, the High Priestess. Ilaria, of course, declined this meeting, given her familial status. And as y'all went into this meeting, y'all had a bit of a discussion and learned that your request to enter the labyrinth was met with a bit of questioning, a bit of doubt, but you were given a task. If you could enter into the cave and find a certain circlet, you were given a bit of information about it. You were told that even after death, it cannot be removed from the wearer's head, so you would find it sitting on top of a skull, corpse, or otherwise. As y'all left this meeting, meanwhile, Ilaria, through the help of Narcelia, had infiltrated some of the labyrinth entrance guards. 2 people went in before y'all, maybe about a couple hours or so, half hour to a couple hours before, into the labyrinth as sacrifices, and y'all were brought in shortly after. As y'all were walking in, Ilaria was met with a bit of questioning from one of the other priestess of Lolth at the temple, but through quick wit of herself and repaying the favor that Seraphina owed to you, you were able to misty step beyond the point of no return, give a bit of a speech, and y'all set off into the labyrinth. Within short time, y'all ran into a group of Drider, in which y'all promptly defeated them. Nox taking a bit of risk, heading off into the web-infested catacombs in the walls, but escaping with his life and minimal damage. Mushrooms ended up saving you. Ironic. At the end of last session, y'all had just finished up at the Driders, so if there's anything that y'all wanted to take off of them, if you wanted to cut anything or remove anything, this is your time to do so. Otherwise, the Drider that almost escaped has given a call, and others are likely to approach soon. So, with that, y'all are sitting around some Driders. What would you like to do?
I thought last time we ended after we ran for 30 minutes and got away from all the noises.
Right. So you had said that, but I just wanted to make sure if there was anything that y'all wanted to to gather from them, or this is your opportunity.
Nope, not me.
All right. I recall y'all had made some stealth checks and some survival checks, perception checks. That will take you quite a bit of distance. You have navigated a number of other passageways at this point, and are now faced with a few decisions on which routes to take. So, whoever will be giving the survival check, if someone would like to assist, it can be done at advantage. And everybody else, I need perception or stealth checks, depending on if the group is moving quickly or if cautiously.
What are we doing?
I think Paul was leading.
Yes.
Yeah, but are we
how
moving?
fast we're moving. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how fast we're moving.
How fast we moving, Paul, since you're leading?
Normal pace or fast pace?
Normal pace.
So then it's perception checks.
I don't know, is it?
Yes.
That's what he said.
Correct. Lots of 24s.
That's a lot of 24s.
Oh my gosh.
I was gonna say because like nothing was showing up, and did it show up finally?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like lagging or something because like I hit it and nothing.
Yeah.
Hit
It does.
and
It
nothing.
does that sometimes. I don't really understand what the deal is.
That was my survival check.
What about
Mine's my perception.
Noxy Boy?
I mean, I'm not sure if I want to use my reroll, but I won't. It's a nat 1.
Nox seems preoccupied. Maybe.
He doesn't need to see anything if the rest of us do.
Right?
Sure, but can you watch your back? I don't know. Age-old question.
Do you trust your team?
You trust your team? Yeah.
Yeah, you should re-roll that, buddy.
Nah, I trust my team.
Oh, you're fucked.
You'll travel for about another couple hours. Exhaustion is beginning to set in, and within a few hours, it'll be a while since y'all had your last long rest.
So look for a defensible place.
You can try to long rest in here, but it's a very, very poor decision. You can always short
I'm not in
rest.
the labyrinth period or what?
Correct.
Because you said exhaustion is going to set in, so we're going to have to do something.
Well, you'll have to
Short
make
rest.
checks. Yeah, you'll have to make checks.
Huh?
Yeah, so the options here are, y'all can try to find a defensible place, as Paul said, and attempt to rest, short rest, which comes with its own possibilities of an encounter. If you, within a couple hours, y'all will start to make your exhaustion checks, which are just DC 10 con, and every hour there's another check, DC 11, 12, 13.
Well, can't we do a short rest and I use Lehman's tiny hut, and that might protect us even better?
Well, protection is one thing, but at the end of your rest, you might have 50 Driders waiting outside.
But is it like camouflaged? I thought it was all like camouflaged. And
I mean, it's a single color. It's not really camouflage.
well, we're in the dark, so a single color would be black.
Yeah, but they can still see
Yeah,
in the
not
dark.
to Driders.
All right, well, whatever you guys. We got to rest, so otherwise, try to find a good place to rest for a short rest.
We'll say that Ilaria's survival check, given her experience in the Underdark, able to find a fairly defensible location, single entrance, though wide enough that y'all could possibly escape given a bad situation. But nonetheless, it is not perfect. There is a 50% chance of an encounter.
So you're saying there's a chance?
That's correct.
Well, I shouldn't roll the 50-50 one because I always lose that. So
But if y'all are willing to attempt a short rest,
Are we short or long? Short?
you cannot long rest.
I only half heard what we were saying. That's my bad.
50-50 chance we'll get attacked during a short rest, and you have to roll the die for it.
High or low, Chris?
No, that's
I'll
the
roll
part
it.
I'm
I'll
not.
roll it. You call it.
Low.
It's a nat one.
Yes, that's extra low. That's a long rest.
All right. So are you throwing up Lehman's tiny hut? What is your plan?
Well, we're already not getting attacked because we won it, so why would I throw it up? Yeah, I'll throw it up.
I mean,
It's
I'm
a ritual,
asking-
Chris. Just do it.
I ritualized it. It's up. And I'm getting my 5 spell slots back.
Yeah, about 40 minutes into your long rest, you start to hear some movement. I'll stay quiet, continue to bandage your wounds, study your tomes, sharpen your blades. Start to hear more movement, more movement, more movement. You're staying really quiet. Next thing you see is the movement of a torch. Light flickers into the small area that y'all are hiding within. You see shadows cast upon the cavern walls. Their shapes ambiguous, a little bit more frightening than if you could discern what they are. You finish your long rest. There's something right outside of the cavern you're hiding in. What would y'all like to do?
I didn't catch that.
There's something hiding right outside the cavern, a little small cove that y'all are hiding in. What would y'all like to do?
Scream. Ah! No, I'm kidding.
I will have Ruby go invisible and investigate. Unless anybody else thinks that's a bad idea.
Better than me going invisible investigating, so I'm going to say it's a good idea.
Y'all, something like that. Give me a perception check for Ruby.
What's perception and wisdom?
Yes.
That looks the same as the last place we were. Ish.
Yes. We'll use the same.
14.
As Ruby flies out, perching on one of the stalagmites, you look out as carefully as you can, as carefully as Ruby can. Try to discern what's moving through this area. There's a bit of a rumbling in the cavern, and Ruby changes her location, try to get a better glimpse. You watch as march and file, 10 in a row, hundreds long, Duergar. Dark dwarves march. Some look undead. Some are carrying lanterns, torches. Most are armed. A few look like they're leading the command. There's hundreds of them moving through here. Ruby remains still as y'all lurch back in the corner. And towards the end, you can start to feel the cavern rumble and roll a little bit more. You start to hear scratches as y'all can hear chains even back within the caves itself. You now see large, dark, necrotic wyvern, all chained up, being towed along. Duergar spellcasters, casting spells to try to keep them at bay. As they move through, Ruby remains still. And right as they're about to get completely past y'all, the largest one in the back, a group of 20 Duergar struggling to contain it. The wyvern knocks its head and it slaps into them, throwing them ahead. The other Duergar begin to move quicker, trying to get out of the way, but it quickly breaks loose. As it does, these Duergar begin to run. They're pulling the other wyverns on the way, and you watch as one of them cast a spell, caving in one part of the cavern. As it does, you watch as the wyvern reaches down and just starts ripping and tearing into these Duergar, taking a bit of damage, but being killed in the process. The Duergar, that is. The wyvern then begins to walk on its claws, begins to sniff the air. Need stealth checks from everyone.
Oh, good. Good app. Ooh.
That is...
You can hear it sniffing. Art, I'll assume that you're looking through Ruby's eyes, yes? Yeah, so you can kind of be quietly describing this to the group. So in terms of the map, I'm going to say... This way will be closed off. This way will be closed off. And the wyvern is just sitting there waiting. So y'all can use
I'm
this
assuming
map.
this way is the way we came in. Do we know?
Yes. Yeah. So the way that the wyvern is guarding would be the way out. I mean, all ways out would be sufficient. Just you would have to refine the path you're on. Doesn't look like it can fit through that area. Possibly it narrows a little too much. So it slowly begins to move around, sniffing the air, biting some mushrooms, ripping them up, looking for something to eat.
So which way did the dwarves come in from?
I will say they came from like the bottom left and finished at the top right. They caved
Okay,
in.
and where was it that they tore down the rock?
Well,
right.
both of these areas would have been.
Okay. So all the rest of them are gone but this one wyvern.
Correct. There's a number, we'll say about 10 dead bodies of Duergar on the ground. It's kind of picked through them a little bit, but it's looking for more food, slowly moving in its direction.
Uh-oh.
He had enough of your crap, Hunter.
I was like...
As have I.
Oh.
I mean, if I could just go...
That was vicious.
What I miss?
Nothing. That you left because you were mad at Hunter, and then
They're writing their own lore.
and then Knox
My
left
headset decided it
in
needed to
protest.
do a software update, so it cut out. So all I heard was something about the wyvern started moving.
Yes, so
Yep,
it
that's
is.
weird.
It is slowly circling around. I'll say the top direction. We'll say it moves to there. Be right here, and searching for food.
So we have two options. We can fight an undead wyvern with Duergar close by, or we can try to sneak around it and come back in, go back out the way we came in, and find a different path.
I don't like wyverns, so I would like to sneak around.
Don't worry, this one's already dead. What do you have to worry about?
Yeah, it wasn't the wyverns that died last time.
I mean, I guess if we sneak and fail, we're gonna end up fighting it anyway. So if that's what you want to do. What about you other two?
Okay.
That wasn't very convincing.
Well, I mean, you said down that one path that's too narrow for the wyvern to follow.
It's too narrow for him to completely escape that way. Just in terms of the map, we'll kind of say he can still extend the distance of the map itself. But any further, it kind of narrows to the point where he would be constricted.
So he can't leave.
It doesn't appear that he can. He may be able to squeeze through there, but it would be a challenge. You are aware that there are other smaller exits in this room, one in which Nox had climbed through the Driders, or not this exact room, but like there's other exits like that, like up in the corners and stuff, that y'all could search for, but those are an unknown.
I think they're a bad idea.
What, you don't want to be led straight to a Drider nest?
Exactly.
Okay, so is the idea we're going to try to sneak by?
Yep, I believe so. That will be picked.
What do you think, Noxie? Senior Sneaky?
Snag.
I mean, I'm always on board with sneaking.
All right, let's sneak.
I'll
So I guess
have.
we'll go
Go ahead, Paul.
the lower direction on the opposite side of the. I guess that's a big stalactite or rock pillar in the center.
Correct. It extends to the ceiling.
Yep. I'm passing information on where this thing's moving to.
So, Art, if you're looking through Ruby, you'll make your stealth check at disadvantage.
Alrighty. Where's another one?
I will need everyone to make another stealth check as y'all begin to move.
Oh, it's not bad. That's not bad. You want to re-roll that there, Chris?
It's been my what I've learned is when I re-roll it, it's just as bad or worse. But I'll just prove it again. I will
17 and a
re-roll.
15, that's not bad.
Hey,
Oh, good.
Oh, look at that.
I'll just prove it again. 21.
It was almost a 3. It just barely rolled a 21.
so we'll say y'all move y'all's tokens 30 feet. Or at least your speed, if you wish to move them a little bit more. That's, of course, fine.
You want all of us to move or just one person?
One is fine, but if you would like. Just the wyvern has a specific ability to detect, so it essentially makes a check every turn. So there will be multiple opportunities for it to possibly discover y'all. But at the moment, it is, slowly, very slowly, making its way around the corner here. Let's go for round 2. Another set of checks.
So I'm the only one that ran?
You're
No,
the only one that's showing on the map. Everyone's
representing
moving.
the
You're just
group.
moving the map.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh, I'll use my reroll.
Is
I
this...
ain't got a reroll, so please, Lord.
$19 and a $13.
All right. Ilaria, is that 25 for this round?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right. We can move Adelan another 30.
Yep.
Continue. Keep going. You got to get all the way around.
Another stealth check.
Mhm.
Come on, baby. Don't let me get eaten by wyverns. Oh, fuck me.
That's a nat 1.
Oh, double fuck us.
Keeping it.
I already used my reroll.
Yeah,
all
me
right,
too.
y'all are seen. Adelan, go ahead and move the 30, and then everyone bring your tokens, within a somewhat considerable or reasonable distance. Nox, you could, of course, I think, be a little further ahead because your speed. And let's roll for initiative.
Damn it. Thought we were gonna get away from it.
All sneaky pants over here fucked it up.
Excuse me.
That's right, you heard him. Sneaky pants.
Sneaky Miss Sneaky Pants.
You're sneaky pants.
What did I roll? 17. All right. Art, I would say immediately as y'all are walking, Nox, we'll say maybe Nox is kind of helping you along, kind of helping you move, and he's not really looking at his feet. And as you look down, Nox, you kick a large stone, and as you kick it, you notice that the ground is slowly sloping downward, so it just keeps on picking up speed, and thunk and thunk and thunk, and the sounds start to echo through the cavern. You hear the wyvern's wings open up a bit, and you hear a large flap as wind is blast all through the cavern. And as it does, you almost feel like it's cutting around you, almost like a form of echolocation. You can tell something's here. Go ahead. And I want to be clear, if your token would make it off the map, you would be out of the fight. Just so that's clear. So if you were able to get up here, right here.
My map to move.
Yeah, I got the power.
I will go 5, 10, 15, 20. Go there with a dash.
Whoa, how'd you do that?
I do what?
Made it slide so pretty and
You right click as you move.
but how'd you make it follow that slowly? Oh. I
You
got you.
right click as you move. And then I will
Turns
quicken
around and clearly notices you.
fear.
Okay.
No, I lied. What is it?
60 feet.
Cause fear
Okay. Cause fear. Yep. Second level.
first.
What is my save, sir?
It is a wisdom.
Okay. Does it? No. Okay. Spell. 9.
That does not pass.
You shall not pass.
And it repeats its save at the end of each of its turns.
So it is frightened. Yes.
Correct.
Anything else, Art?
No, that is it.
So you dashed and then you sorcery point to cast fear.
Correct. Correct.
Thank you. Awesome. Noxie.
All right, I will go. Or, okay. I'll. This predicament.
Sure, you could dash almost off screen. Be off screen completely. Nox runs to the right, panics, runs back to the left.
Right. I'll just kind of go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Just kind of go up here. I'll action. Oh no, bonus action dash. 5. And just be here. And I'll shoot an arrow.
Rolled.
Or should I not? Should I not?
Yeah, cause the fear spell. Does attacking it? Does it repeat its save when it attacked? Fellow warlock.
The frightened target can repeat the save at the end of each of its turns. Nope, just at the end of its turn.
Okay. I don't have that spell, Hunter.
Well, a fellow warlock would understand.
Oh, yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
That's a 22 to hit.
Definitely.
Or a measly 8 points of piercing damage. Unless I can sneak attack, but I don't think I have that, so.
Yeah, like the only time in history you wouldn't have it.
Yeah, because it's not like I don't have advantage, so. Nope.
Okay. That's what it does to the health bar.
Well, I mean, it was only 8 points of damage.
All right.
Let's multiply 8 by that much
You're
distance.
you're
and
like
then
gotta
multiply
calibrate.
it
Look at that, count the pixels.
like
Yeah.
8, 16, 24.
Yep. All right. You shoot an arrow, sticking it in its neck. It doesn't really even seem to notice. As it is now its turn, it starts to like want to try to move towards you, Art, but you can see it's kind of shaking, as in it just pulls up its arms and it starts to kind of freak out. It is going to take a legendary action at the end of Nox's turn.
But we share initiative.
Good try. You still have a separate turn. It's going to start to kind of flap its wings, almost like it's trying to take flight.
You gotta get back in front of your mic, bud.
Oh, I mean, I'm not moving much. All right. I will stay right here.
Forever.
That's right.
You can never leave.
So that is 60. This is 60. It's pretty good play art.
Confused.
What are you doing for? Oh,
I cannot move closer. I'm frightened.
correct.
So
Right.
you know, I kind of interpret that in my head that like at this point 60 feet is my number. you
As
know.
close as you can get.
But once I fly around, you will be out of my sight. So, does it say that the spell is broken once out of sight?
No, it just says when you're out of sight, you no longer attack with disadvantage and something else.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, ability checks and attacks are disadvantage unless you're out of sight.
There is just enough space for it to fly, so it's gonna go.
But like the spell, like as soon as you're back in view of it, then it'll have the disadvantage again.
Correct.
It is going to pick up and flap through these caverns, very tight space, and it's going to get all the way to here.
Just got away
Okay.
from you.
Won't get to use its particular legendary action. But Adelan, it will go ahead and make a stinger attack.
PTSD, engage.
14.
Nope. No, he missed.
Nice.
It's the dead wyvern that he killed.
Not a dead wyvern, it's a necrotic wyvern.
Yeah, it's undead.
And then
Oh.
it will attempt to claw you as well.
That'd be so funny. if it's
20 to
like,
hit.
I will get revenge.
Shield.
Shield, very nice. Claws would have dealt damage, but you are able to block it. Adelan, your turn.
Yeah, that's right.
How
Okay.
well do you trust your shield to run away?
Well, you'd have to cast it again.
At the beginning of your turn.
I am going
true.
to Misty Step because I've died from Wyvern from not Misty Stepping. So that's
Very fair.
10. Oh, how does it? Okay, so
Got to be a point you can see. Just make sure you can see it from your current location.
can I see that?
Not sure yet. Yes. Yeah. so
And
if we-
then
if we s- oh,
I get 30, right?
snap here.
5,
Okay, you can see that.
10, 5, 10, 15.
Come on, Chris, right click.
Wah, wah, wah.
You can still dash if you want to.
No, because my bonus action is the Misty Step, isn't it?
You
A-
can still dash
Action
if you want to.
dash.
Oh.
You're not a rogue anymore, bud.
Yeah, I forgot. Okay, I'll dash. Another 30, so.
Very nice. All right, so Nox, at the corner of your eye, you just see a puff of smoke kind of appear, and then Adelan is just booking it. He's just moving full speed, max sprint.
Well, to be fair, your wyvern needs to reroll his save.
That is true. Thank you. Not the best chances.
Nope.
Alaria.
Okay, bonus action. I'm gonna click my boots. Then I'm gonna move.
We're just dipping out of here.
Actually, real quick, Alaria, before your turn, I'll use a legendary action to try to attack
It was too late. You waited too
you. I'm DM. Suck it.
long.
Actually, roll it. 27.
Oof.
That'll be 13 piercing, and I need a con save.
Oof.
Don't become paralyzed. That screws everything
I
up.
don't know if like regular wyverns paralyze or not. I know it does a bit of poison damage, but
Who knows?
I can't remember. Also, this one's
Necro.
necrotic, so who knows?
Okay. Okay.
Very nice. You're going to take half of the poison damage, and then it's your turn. So you take 12 poison damage, and it's your turn. Continue.
All right, so I collect my boots together and I run
Okay.
off the screen.
Are you disengaging?
Yeah, he can try to attack me.
That's
a bad idea. It's always a bad
I
idea.
will attack with the stinger again. Ooh, nice. That's a miss.
Where did Ilaria go?
Off the
Off the screen.
Okay.
I moved,
Behind Adeline, maybe?
well, I moved over 120 feet, so.
Very fast.
Yeah, I only got 90, so.
All right. Art, it is your turn, sir.
I will just dip out.
Nox, Atalanta, y'all gonna dip out as well?
Yes.
I will 1v1. No, I'm gone.
All right.
I can take him.
End of combat. Yep. Wasted a little bit of y'all's resources.
Then I will unclick the boots.
I'll need survival check and perception check for the group here, so that y'all can continue on your journey.
All those stuff I just got back on that short rest, gone again.
I see nothing.
Nox is depressed because he lost an arrow.
Not that he failed a stealth check, that didn't make him depressed.
No, it wasn't him. And if you say otherwise, he'll convince you otherwise.
Can't convince me shit.
My deception outweighs your insight.
Very nice, Ilaria. Not bad, Art. As y'all begin to move, you quickly pick up on the trail of this small army of Duergar. There's evidence of some Duergar that might have met a fate similar to the ones within the cavern. Some of the wyverns that they're transporting seemed a little hungry. There's evidence of driders that have recently been killed, as well as a number of uprooted fauna and flora. Within another hour and a half of travel, eventually you realize that this section of the labyrinth leads into a series of areas that are clearly shaped by dwarves. The walls are cut and formed in a more periodic and aesthetic way. Many of the areas have small runic markings on the walls to designate the area that you're in. And eventually, y'all can hear off in the distance a number of chains rattling. Ilaria, as you lead this group, you peek around the corner and you see a room maybe 30 by 30 feet, relatively small, but it has a number of passageways that lead out of it. The path you're taking leads past this room, so this is kind of off to the side, and you'll have to pass by it to continue onward. But as you look inside, there are a number of what looks to be mining carts filled to the brim with rough-cut diamonds.
Yes.
In the corner, you see there are a number of large metallic boxes filled to the brim with a shiny powder. And on the table, where these boxes
color?
are. Diamond looking. And
Ugh.
on the table, you see there are adamantium and mithril hammers, as well as anvils that are clearly being used to smash up these diamonds and form this powder. No one's in the room at the moment. What do y'all do?
I'll let everybody know what I see around the corner. So, do we want to investigate or just go past?
Do we have any diamonds currently?
I have 2.
You could always try to send some ghosty hands in there and try to grab some.
There's nobody in the room that we can see.
No, the I'll say 5 passageways, very small, that lead out of this room somewhere deeper into this labyrinth. They seem well traveled. You can see some torch lights that are flickering in the distance. If someone were to be walking down them, you would most likely hear them and be able to get out of the room relatively quickly. Your main concern is the current position as y'all peek in, the passageway that you're continuing down, where this room is off to the side. There's a bend not too far in front, so y'all are kind of out in the open if you linger here too long.
Not risk it. It's not what we're after anyway. We have enough things we got to try and steal.
Maybe the armor winter's at the bottom of it.
Pretty sure it's not the bottom of a newly filled mining cart.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Imagine, though, if that was the case, guys, y'all would look real dumb, okay?
Yeah, if we go in there and start throwing all the diamonds out looking for the armor winter, make lots of noise. Clink, 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 clink.
Maybe the circlet's down there with someone's head.
Maybe it's a diamond head.
Crystal Skull.
Crystal skull?
Yeah.
Terrible
Indiana
movie.
Jones. Yeah, it was a bad movie.
I'd say we don't risk it.
Okay. As y'all sneak past, you quickly, 100 yards or so down this passageway, come to another room of a little bit larger size. As you look in the room, you can see carved out of the stone walls themselves, large metal bars have been affixed into them. These metal bars encompass small areas, some 10 by 10, some 20 by 20, some even larger. And they have the appearance of a jail. Inside these jail cells, you'll see a number of scrawny drow, a few creatures like an almost dead cloaker. And then, Alaria, you quickly spot the 2 individuals, the 2 drow that were sent in here as sacrifices, as they are hands on the bar, looking out, looking around, and not yelling, but mouthing very loudly, "We've got to get out of here. We must complete our mission as sacrifices. Hello, can anyone hear me? Anyone? Anyone?"
Do they see us?
No, y'all are a little bit kind of tucked away. If you walk past the doorway, though, there's a chance they might spot y'all. As you peek inside a little bit more, you notice that this room does open up into a much larger area, maybe 100 by 100 feet room that has a number of other mining carts and small mining operations. And in the back, you can just make out a set of bars that appears to have a cage that is something like 100 feet tall, very large. Something inside there would be very large if anything is in there at all. You can hear the movement and the sounds of chains and pickaxes off in the distance. But at the moment, the coast is clear.
Did we hear that, like, the Durgar had disappeared?
Yeah, the lore that y'all had learned was that most of the Duergar were the main army of the Nameless One during the Deathfire Wars. And most Duergar that are left today are either still a part of this army that once existed, this organization that the Nameless One headed up, or they're orphaned, outcast in societies. The common saying when you meet a Duergar is something along the lines of, "I'm sorry for your loss." Laria, you've seen more Duergar today than you've seen in your entire lifetime.
So should we try to sneak past this, guys?
Yeah, I would
How
try
do
to
we take-
sneak past.
I mean, if they
How do we
see
take
it-
them out? I mean, they're already trying to sacrifice themselves anyway, right?
Doesn't mean that you got to turn evil, Art. You don't have to. We could let them go. And maybe it'll make a bunch of noise leaving in another direction and we'll be fine.
Or they get captured and tell.
Didn't catch
Okay,
that,
we
Paul.
let them go and rip their tongues out.
Yeah, I'd rather just kill somebody instead of ripping their tongue out.
What say you, Nox?
If you're saying something, I can't hear you.
Same.
Roasted. Let's all make fun of him.
Hello.
Hello?
Yep.
I say ripping tongues out sounds fun.
I knew it.
I mean, how far from where we're trying to get past? How far away are they?
Yeah, so the entrance into this room is maybe about 30 feet wide. It's kind of like a large ovular kind of section. So, trying to sneak by there would be some checks to do so. From the entranceway to where their cell is maybe only about 30 feet or so.
You break them out or sneak by.
Let's sneak by.
I'll leave it up to you.
You all
Do
hear...
you know these people?
Sorry, you all hear as y'all are just kind of sitting there roughly discussing.
I guess they know we're here now.
Yes.
Or we turn around. Is there somebody behind us?
They'll turn and look and kind of peek into the room a little bit. You don't see anybody nearby, but this sounds like it's right next to y'all. Down here.
I'll look down.
You look down and you don't see anything. Who has the ring that y'all were given? So Narcelia gave y'all a ring that y'all could teleport.
I think Adelan has it.
Nope, Art had it.
I thought Art had it.
Sure, I thought I had. I know I took it. I thought I gave it to you because you were gonna leave, and Nox and I were gonna stay.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You aren't staying.
No, that's
Sure, I
You
have
don't
it.
know.
I have it right now. Sure.
That was what said on at the end of the game, or when they were talking. Yes.
You look down, Art, and the ring is in your pocket or something. It's kind of vibrating. You reach inside and take it out. Ah, yes, this is I. My name is Barrelson. It's a pleasure to meet you, and we'll be working together. What are y'all doing?
Am I the only one who can hear this, or can everybody hear this?
Everybody can hear this. Yeah.
We are sneaking.
Bro,
Is this
what?
fucking ring talking? Can anybody else hear this fucking ring?
I'm
I
sorry.
hear
I
your
am
pocket.
much more than a ring, young fellow. I am
I
Barrelson.
don't think that you are.
I'm
We have
Barrelson.
different ideas of what a ring is.
Well, currently I possess this ring, though at one point in time I was a wizard of some renown.
No, I'm clearly the one that possesses the ring.
But the
Oh.
thing here is that, like, even if a ring does stuff, it's still a ring that does stuff. So you're still just a ring.
All right. Clever play on words, Drow. Old man, shut it. I don't want to hear it from you. I'm not having a good day. Why am I in a labyrinth?
Hey, Art, toss
didn't know
that
you could
ring
tell
down
what time of day it is.
Since you're just a ring.
I was just roasting this NPC.
Like, what's he gonna do about it?
As a reminder, this
You
ring
better
is...
shut up or I'll toss him into the fires of Mount Doom.
As a reminder, this ring is y'all's
Our way
escape,
home.
your-
Yeah.
your
Hey,
teleportation.
but I'm not. Me and Art might be staying.
Amazing.
Why are you choosing now to speak up?
I was
Yeah.
snapping, and I've just been informed that I will be helping assist a group of, and I quote, special adventurers in
Damn right.
retrieving a very important artifact. I was just going to get a status update as I have awoken.
We're lost.
Status. Sneaking.
Oh, you're
Update,
lost.
Be quiet.
I'm
Okay.
just curious. If we choose to teleport, do you have a say in it? Do you get to decide whether or not you allow us to, or do we just use you without your consent?
I am also a member of this party, mind you. However, the mechanics of my teleportation is that if all of you are in contact with either the one possessing the ring, myself, or the ring itself, then you only need to speak the word, and we will be teleported to a special location within King Umi the Ninth's castle. A good friend of mine, I might tell you.
So
Some
what you're
friend
saying
was
is we don't
trapped in
need
their
your
brain.
permission.
Well, to be fair, we need to know what the word is. I don't know what this word is.
Teleport us, please.
Didn't she tell you the word?
Bird's the word.
I don't
Okay.
know.
You'll get to pick your own word. What would you like it to be?
Bird?
Skittiddle.
Skittiddle?
No, that's Gettiddle.
I
Go.
graciously allow you to pick your own word of teleportation as a sign of camaraderie and friendship, which we possess.
So what you're saying is you have no agency,
You could hear him like muttering
and we
to
don't have to
himself.
listen to you.
Kinda
Why are you
mumbling.
picking a fight with the rig?
I'll have
Alright,
you
we
know,
can
during
really
my
go
Now,
down
this
day,
is what
young
Nox
man.
does. He picks fights with anybody and everybody,
He's not part of the party. We don't have to listen.
corporeal or not.
Are you able to sense the item that we're searching for?
What are you searching for?
Brother, didn't you just say it 5 seconds ago?
The
No, he's
circlet
useless.
of
He just knows that we're searching
Magic.
for an important artifact of which he is not.
I've read the briefing. I was just testing you, your knowledge.
Sounds like a spy to me.
A spy.
Some kind of plant.
Oh, I'm a ring, not a plant, young man. How dare you?
See, I knew he was just a ring.
It
So
is,
are you able to sense it?
of course, when we're near it.
What
I'll
is it
alert you.
then?
Well, if you're a spy, I wouldn't be able to say it in front of you.
Oh,
You say it
but-
first.
I have been a spy, but I'm not anymore. That's pretty.
Oh, see, he's
pretty clear
admitting
at this
it.
point.
Kill him immediately.
Yeah, that's kind of how he was met into this group, to be honest.
Yeah, so everyone already knew that.
So I
You would have known
kindly
that too if you were actually part of the party.
I
you know?
kindly introduced myself, but you were a spy, and they welcome you in. What kind of heathens are you?
It's because
He's actually saved our life also, so I mean, there's that. You were just
well,
trying to
yeah.
put ours in
What can you
danger
do?
talking.
What can you do other than unconsensually teleport us?
In my notes, it's make, light jokes with Barrelson, make friends with the group. Okay, maybe I'll just skip that part.
No, now he's just an artifact that we will use.
Yeah, he's getting a little bit defensive. He argues with y'all a little bit more, but eventually he kind of pipes down and let y'all continue on. As a reminder, this is
All right, now-
telepathic communication, so not out loud.
Now that we have
Alright.
that out of the way, are we saving these folk, or are we just blowing by them?
Blowing by. 'cause
Yeah,
they're
what a
You
waste
know
night
these
anyway,
people?
and they're
Ilaria, are these friend, family, foe? Do you give a fuck who they are?
They were just sacrifices that were sitting down a few hours before we came down.
So these are just some random people, you don't care who they are.
I do not know who they are.
okay. Let's sneak by.
I'm guessing that's true. That I don't know who they are.
Correct. I mean, you would recognize them as just the people you had met earlier. Nothing more. If y'all would like to sneak by, I'll need everyone to make a one-time stealth check, and we will see if the two individuals.
Dirty 20.
Oh, I'm a reroll.
+3.
16.
So am I. Not a whole lot better.
Man, everyone's just burning those rerolls.
Yo, I don't have one.
I don't either.
As y'all sneak by, the last thing y'all hear as y'all pass by this room is, "Sister, I don't think anyone's coming. We have to try to break out of here ourselves. Grab one of those bones, see if we can pick the lock." Those words trail off into the distance as y'all continue.
I'm just like, well, second encounter that I. will be-
All right, the notes are detailed. I have plans. I'll continue onward through this series of sections that are clearly inhabited by these Duergar. You do get a good look at a number of Duergar. Yet again, I'll mention that many of them appear to be undead Duergar. They don't seem to have much of a sense of self. They seem very submissive, very obedient. For those that are familiar with the Duergar, I would say definitely Ilaria and Arch, you've encountered Duergar in your time, though few and far between. Their demeanors and attitudes seem antithetical to what you would normally expect from a fellow Underdark folk. Definitely under some sort of a spell or otherwise. But eventually, you slowly make it out of this area. Back into the rough, natural cut areas of the labyrinth. You start to see that there are less and less bones, less and less mushrooms, less spider webs. This area seems a lot less traveled. I need everybody to give me a one-time perception check.
One time what?
Perception check. Number?
Oh boy. It's a nat 20. And I got my reroll back.
Of course, you're gonna be greedy and not give it to me or something.
I don't get a choice. But
Oh.
I wouldn't anyways if I if I had a choice. Nat 26, Hunter.
Regular shitty 26.
Jesus.
Art's like, I have a 6. Art and Ilaria, as y'all are navigating through these caverns, you constantly are looking over your shoulders. You feel as if you're being watched. You check back to see if it's one of your allies, but they're scanning and checking ahead and scouting, and the feeling becomes a little bit more intense. Starts to bother y'all. Nox and Adelan, y'all begin to feel this feeling as well. You can kind of sense that your allies are being bothered by something. So you kind of focus in. This constant feeling as if every time you turn and look, somebody is just stuck behind a corner or sunk back into a small hole in the wall. Like things are watching you constantly. I'll say Nox with the nat 20. You turn and look at what appears to be like a nobular rock on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And you get just enough of a glimpse at it to tell that it's an eyelid closing on a giant eye about the size of your head.
Okay. I'll go over to the wall and be like, guys, I need a break, and like lean on the wall.
Uh-huh.
and then just like take my rapier and just like right into the eye.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Do I get advantage from sneaking or something?
No, but we'll I'm playing into the, fact that, you're using these advantages here.
I'll use the reroll I just got back. That's a 20.
Okay. On a 20, as you reach up and kind of like touch that knob, you kind of push up to like open the eyelid, and it feels like a rock. But the second you stab into it, you can almost feel like the rock like molds into flesh, and you push the eyelid more and then stab into it. As you do, you see this eye yet again about the size of your head. It's got a number of red and yellow rings on the iris, and the iris kind of spirals out like tendrils into the pupil, into the cornea rather. And as you do, it kind of turns to mush and falls to the ground like ooze. You suddenly start to hear movement on all the walls, and as you quickly look around, these knobs or like different shaped pieces all kind of retract back into the walls all around you. The roughness of the walls goes from, relatively rough to much smoother. There were a lot of eyes that could have been watching you.
I'll like quietly be like, yeah, that's right. Back off.
And Nox, right as you say that, you turn around, and on the floor, you see another one as it slowly closes, and you can see this knowing look as it looks at you. They're being a little bit more careful, whatever they are.
Stab.
Yeah, you can't reach it.
Okay.
Either way, to put it simply, you're being watched, and there's nothing you can do about it. But you're aware of it.
Being watched. They're watching us. I don't think there's anything I can do about it.
Then why don't we just keep moving then? Fire, get them all.
I mean, I guess, but like, I don't know if Fireball would be a good choice right now.
Then let's just fireballing what? Just the fucking wall? We saw how well stabbing the wall did.
It turned into a glove and fell to the ground.
It killed one of the eyes.
Okay, let's just get the fuck out of here then.
Yeah, let's just keep going.
Be very, very quiet.
Dude, stop talking. You're being too loud. Shh.
Is there something y'all would like to share with the class? As y'all
No,
continue-
Mrs. Higgins.
Oh, that's great. As y'all continue to move through the labyrinth, eventually you start to come upon upon these smaller rooms again, like you had seen previously where the Duergar and the diamonds were. Most of them appear that nothing has ever inhabited these spaces, at least in recent history. Though at one point in time, they were made by mortals to do something. Eventually, though, you do come upon a very, very large room. You take pause before entering as you're about to have to cross a relatively large cavern, something like 300 by 300 by 300 feet. Off in the corner of the room, you see another set of these bars going up about 150, almost 200 feet before being capped off by finished stone. And behind them, you can feel it as quickly as you'll see it. A snoring necrotic hydra. One head up, like a sentry scanning the room.
Oh, no.
This one is probably about 3 or 4 times larger than the one you remember, Nox.
Oh my God, no! let's go back.
You know how to get around this thing. You've gotten past one once. Just do it again.
I got past one once, but then but when it noticed me, it nearly killed me.
But it didn't, so you know better.
But it didn't. So just repeat the action.
Oh my God!
Learn from your mistakes.
Y'all are not sneaky enough to get past this thing.
You're the one that fucked up the sneak, not us.
That was you. You nudged that rock under my foot.
As y'all are talking, you begin to hear voices around the corner. For those of you that
Oh,
speak
God.
Undercommon, you can hear, and if you peek, you can see a number of Duergar. They're mumbling to themselves. One of them says, "Grab the meat. Give it to the master's pet.
Golem is down here?
My precious."
Whoever this master is had 2 pet hydras.
You watch
The
as
other was
they
his pet.
you watch as they wheel in what looks to be the leg of a rock that has been torn off and plucked and slightly singed by something. As they bring it up, there's a pulley system that they then attach it to, and they're about to raise it and set it inside of this cage for this hydra. As it does, you see all of the heads that are down, their noses start to perk up. They start to sniff. And all 5 heads are now aware. As the meat is placed, it's placed kind of towards the back of them. So they're all facing the opposite direction. You watch as a group of the Duergar sit there, and you can hear them whispering and mumbling under their breath, almost like they're insane. "He will be named again. He will be named again. The nameless one will be named again." You do have a brief moment where y'all might be able to sneak around.
All right, let's go.
Run, you fools.
Fly, you fools.
Fly, you fools. As we're walking, I'm like, Adelan, did y'all even find that other hydra?
Nope.
You killed it.
I didn't. I think I was gone that day. I don't remember.
Yes, we killed the other one.
That's where y'all met Ziggy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we killed him.
Oh, we got this then. Let's try to sneak though.
Oh, now you're confident. What happened to 5 seconds ago? You almost shit your pants.
Okay, to be fair, when I was up against it, I was alone. But if they killed it, with me, we got this one.
Oh, so running off alone isn't something new for you then?
Never has been.
No, and you don't. He definitely runs
You
off
don't
alone.
learn from your mistakes.
Never have.
So if y'all are going to sneak around the cavern, kind of sticking to the stalagmites that are against the wall, that's one option. You could also take a more direct route kind of through the middle. there's less checks, but the DC is higher. So it's 3 consecutive stealth checks to go around. It's 1 to go right through the middle, and you could take a route that's 2, but yet again the DCs are a little bit higher. So what would y'all like to attempt? I'll tell you
I'm
that
not gonna roll it. I'm not gonna roll it good 3 times, guys. If might as well go once.
The single, I'll give you some numbers. The single check DC, each of you needs to beat an 18. The double, each of you needs to beat a 16, and the triple, you have to beat a 14. But that's every time. A single failure is a failure.
Oh, let's go 18.
Oh, I
Easy
am
for you to
fucked.
say plus 10.
I don't have plus 10. It's close.
So I need to roll a 14 or better.
Well, y'all have to pick what your path
I
is.
believe in you.
Of course, if y'all have invisibility or something else like that, I will modify. Spells can modify this abilities.
Do y'all have invisibility?
I do, but I don't want to waste a spell.
I don't know
another-
that would be wasting it.
Okay, all I got is
Either
my.
you waste one spell or you blow all of them on a fucking giant Hydra.
That's so true. You should just upcast invisibility on all of us.
It's greater invisibility. I can't.
Oh. Then at the very least, you'd be starting a battle with greater invisibility pre-cast.
Fine, I'm gonna be greater invisible because I'm gonna get eaten if I don't.
You'll have advantage on your checks, whatever the group decides to do.
So what are y'all thinking, long way or short way?
I'm staying short now.
I mean, I know you're sneaky. Alaria, you're pretty sneaky, right?
Yes.
I encourage y'all to be creative with spells. There's a group of 6 Duergar that are essentially what you're trying to beat perception-wise. The Hydra seems to be at the moment occupied.
What do you want to do? Just go along the wall? Nobody is passed without a trace, do they?
No.
Not a-
Hmm. I say we go for it.
Which
Or
one?
Right
Down-
up the middle?
up the gut?
Handed it to the
I'm not gonna
fullback.
make the call. I'm not gonna make the call. Y'all decide.
Y'all could roll for it.
I think Art should make the call. He's our fearless leader.
Fine. The route 2.
So 2 checks, beating 16.
Yep.
All right.
Let's get the first check for everyone. Adelan is at advantage.
Natural
17.
20.
Nice.
I'm
I
still
get my
gonna get
reroll back.
I'm still gonna get fucked, and I know it.
Ooh,
19.
we're doing it.
One more.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. That looks like a pass for everybody.
What did you fucking do?
Who, me?
23.
Everyone made it, huh?
What'd you get, Dylan?
Nothing. That's crazy.
What'd you get?
I haven't rolled yet.
Oh, yeah? Your face doesn't say that. I love the stealthy voice screwing it up. Y'all are about halfway across this room, and y'all are doing really well. You're kind of sticking to the side, but you're moving into the middle, just kind of jumping in and out of these stalagmites. Eventually, though, as you walk behind one of them, Nox, take a quick peek to make sure they're not looking. and you send everybody else to continue onward. And as you turn around, your foot kind of clips one of the rocks. It's okay though, because you're about to save it. And as you go to save it, your rapier gets caught and it twists you. And as you turn, you fall flat on your back. There's a little bit of water and it kind of splashes. Y'all are not seen, but your location is known that something's here. You'll have about 60 feet until you make it to the other side. At the moment, y'all can hear the footsteps of the Duergar as they're heading your direction.
I will send.
I'll cast Major Image. And just
No, you won't. I'm gonna send my bird over to him invisibly and cast invisibility on him.
Oh well.
Nox, you're like shit, and then you get up, and is Ruby invisible as well?
Yes.
Yeah. You just hear like a little flutter, and you're like, oh, is that? And then all of a sudden, you just disappear.
And then I'll just be like, Ruby, splash in the water. Like just splash around in the water so they think it's the bird.
So y'all, yet again, you have 60 feet to pass this distance. They're currently watching this area, so you'd have to give distraction. They're vastly approaching.
I'm invisible.
I'm gonna send Ruby off to peck some rocks down and have them drop.
Up on the ceiling.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a nature check.
I'm gonna be like,
A what?
A nature check, survival.
What is that? Wisdom?
it's intelligence, I think.
Yes, sorry.
Okay.
I just said survival, but I meant to say, stat. Drugs. Don't do it, kids.
16.
Ruby flies up, still invisible, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And picks a location quite a bit of ways in front of them as they're currently making their way and begins to, like a woodpecker, kind of peck. It causes them to look up at the noise, and right as it does, a few small rocks and pebbles fall down, giving you a brief distraction.
Nox is the only one not crossed, right?
No, nobody made it across.
Oh.
I'm running
We're
across.
all like
as
60
fast
feet
as I
away.
can.
Not run, but let's go across.
Yeah, if
Continue.
you are not seen, you can attempt to stealth, but the DC is going to be pretty high.
Wait, what are we doing if we're invisible? We just keep walking, or we gotta throw stealth again?
No, so to be clear, if you move, even if you roll a relatively good stealth check, that does not mean that you will not be seen, or not be noticed, rather. Stealth has multiple components. You can splash into some puddle of water. You can make noise. Maybe they can smell you. So if you would like to risk it, Adelan, go ahead.
Oh,
Are
fuck
they trying
that.
to look where the rocks are coming down, or are they still looking over in our direction?
I'm saying just, timeline will figure out exactly how y'all decide to do it. But at the moment, they're looking. It's lasting a couple seconds as they're looking up. So this could be a moment to attempt something. It's not enough to get you across, though.
And hold still, I would say, for right now.
The rocks finish falling. They're kind of mumbling to themselves, and they start to kind of fan out. 6 of them. They're slowly looking behind different rocks. They pull out their swords. A couple have bows. They're vigilantly looking around, checking. They're about 30 feet away from y'all at the moment.
Am I like still separated right now?
No, the whole group's together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, y'all are, there's like maybe a 15-foot wide rock that you're all currently hiding behind. And as the group was about to leave it, Nox, you fell. So.
Hmm.
So you said they're about 30 feet away?
Mhm.
Is this part of the Underdark known for having tremors or anything?
You're unfamiliar with the labyrinth itself, though tremors are very common in this generic area. From purple worms
Okay.
and the like.
Well, I mean, where they're at, or away from us and stuff,
Mhm.
I'm gonna use thaumaturgy and cause the tremors around
What's the range?
30 feet. So it'll be toward over the
A little
kind
off
of
to
like
the
an
side.
angle away from us over that way.
Kind of
So,
back the way y'all came to the side a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. All right. That could possibly assist if y'all are gonna try to do something else. Yet again, that'll draw their attention, shortly, but they're pretty dead
Right,
set
but I'm
on
trying to do it where they'd be looking away from us.
Sure. Yeah. I'll say that they all do look away from y'all briefly. You can use that moment.
Okay, and on this rock, is there a way we can move around the rock a little bit, really careful?
I mean, you can kind of shift around, but the room is large enough that the distance you have to cover, you would need their attention drawn for 2 rounds, or 2 rounds, because you have to move stealthily.
Well, the tremors will last for 1 minute.
I'm definitely saying that will draw their attention, but it's not going to fully keep them away.
I just wonder, like you said, because we're kind of behind a. I mean, I'm not saying we go the whole distance, but it would allow us to shift a little bit around the rock.
Back the way we came, I'll cast a major image of the other drow that were in the cages, like they're walking through, and then may have them whispering and talking, and then when they notice them, have them turn around and just run away.
What's the range on
120 feet.
Yeah, so if you want, you could, where Alaria is causing the tremors, you could have them be behind a rock near there, and they could kind of look out, and as you say, run back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go with that.
Okay, I will say that to cross now, your DC, single check DC would be 16 on a stealth check. Advantage for those that are invisible. So if y'all would like to take that opportunity. Either way, y'all are going to get across.
Nox.
I don't need it. I'll only fail for the 3rd time with a.
Ooh, I got
5
16.
stealth.
16's good enough?
That's the number.
Oh, good.
Whew. All is right in the world.
The Duergar launch a couple arrows in that direction, luckily missing, so they don't realize it's an illusion. And they all take off in that direction. As you do, y'all quietly make your way from rock to rock, carefully looking back at every chance to make sure that you're safe, checking to see if the Hydra's looking. And you'll make it across and continue down the passageway. Y'all are safe. Good teamwork.
Bell suckers.
Easy for you to say. You didn't do a damn thing.
I turned invisible.
Who you gonna blame it on me this time, Nox?
Yo,
Roasted.
distracted me.
Yeah, okay. I think the word you're looking for is thank you.
That's crazy.
In Nox's head, he's like, but I'm the stealthy boy. I'm the one that's
I'm the one who stops.
As y'all continue onward, eventually you start to head lower and lower. You can start to feel a bit of heat as y'all are getting closer to the core of your planet. Instead of cooling down, it heats up a couple degrees, then a couple 100-foot drop in this area. You're probably near some type of magma vein. But y'all stay far away from the underground, molten rock, and eventually a long passageway that leads into what you can best describe as a laboratory. I'll show you on the
As a
map.
what?
A laboratory.
Oh.
Laboratory.
I said a Labrador. I was
It's
like,
a-
That's
a
what I thought he
dog.
said too. I was like, what?
As
A
you see the
DD.
lab.
A DD.
Let's
What
see.
is that, Hunter? Pray tell.
That
What is the big
that
skull
is
with the eye?
That's a really good question. So do not move your token unless you want to possibly have. That is. Everyone give me a survival, nature, or history check. Your choice.
Natural 20.
19.
I don't need a reroll.
Natural 1. My rolls today.
You can have the reroll then with the way you're going tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, if anyone
I have
needs
no
it, it's him.
No, I rolled a nat 1. It's like, I know exactly what this is, guys. I'm just blatantly wrong.
And I'm just gonna put my hand over your mouth and be like, no, it's this.
I remember. As y'all each look into this laboratory, you see on what you could describe as like a tensor floating disk that is ever following this floating giant skull. There is a slightly levitating skeleton arm. You each hear in your head, I dare say that object behind him is probably the artifact you're looking for. Of course, I know it to be true.
Why?
How
What's
can
it
you
called?
fucking see?
What's it called?
I'm a ring of
Just
many
ring.
talents. What's it
Shut up,
called?
That
Just
was just
ring.
teleportation.
My name is Barrelson. I am a high mage.
Sure, just ring.
He trails off. As you look, Art, you've heard of this creature. You're familiar with beholders. Large, floating abjurations with eye stalks. But occasionally a beholder becomes obsessive. They obsess over something and madness slowly starts to take them. Their eye stalks fall off and small floating orb-like eyes replace it. The flesh is removed. This is a death tyrant.
Right, yeah.
A death tyrant?
Correct.
Oh boy.
Those
You
aren't
watch-
words I thought I would hear tonight.
Do these floating eye things look like the eyes that were looking at us?
Very, very similar. You would, at this point, I would say through Art and y'all's discussion as a group, realize that the area around this is his lair. So about a mile or so from the center point here would be considered his lair. And that's one of the effects. You watch as he moves around the arm slowly, just kind of follows him. He moves over, moves from place to place. You can see him mumbling. Everything is going to plan. Eshlor does my bidding without even realizing it. What do you think of that, Winter? Huh? And you see it's like the disc starts to shake the hand in the air and it kind of moves around and it like a middle finger appears and he goes, oh, Winter, you always spite me. But
It's like-
I won. I defeated you. I. Yes. Eshlor surrounds the capital city. His attack is imminent. Oh, my vengeance on Umi and his descendants will finally be brought to fruition. Winter, you will witness it all. Yes, you will have to watch by my side, Winter. I'm your only friend. He continues off. You can feel the madness.
So we're supposed to steal this dude's only friend?
I will say, let me see what y'all can see. Nox, you get just right here. I don't know if you can see that ping.
I've been hit by disintegrate rays in this campaign once before.
Nox, can you see the ping?
Yeah.
Okay. In that corner, you see a
That, like,
small...
little-
Yeah, there's a small pile of what looks like magical items. There could possibly be more in the room, but at the moment, you're unaware of any. That's possibly where the circlet would be, based upon the information that you have been given. Just a reminder how Barrelson, your lovely wizard ring friend, works. You all have to be in physical contact with each other or the ring, and somebody needs to say the word, and y'all can teleport.
We just teleported with the beholder into the king's castle or whatever.
That would be interesting.
You never found the circlet.
But at the moment, I will have everyone roll initiative in case it comes up, but we will be acting sort of independent of that until an encounter happens.
Wow. My rolls today are impeccable, Hunter.
Damn, don't you have like a plus affinity or some shit?
Got plus 10 to initiative.
God dang.
14. That's wild. My roll, I've had 2 nat 1s, and pretty much everything's been below a 10.
Change
And
dice.
yes, Hunter, I have been rolling with a d20.
I do not. That's fine. I don't see Alara at the moment, so we'll give it a second. I would like, just don't be moving your tokens too much. If somebody would like to move, you can all move your tokens together, just staying within 5 feet. Even if only Nox is moving, just so y'all can see, for instance.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Do we know what winter is said to have looked like?
Second. I do have a picture. Just briefly to describe it, he was known to be a drow that would adorn heavy armors and weapons. He was known as the Dark Paladin.
Mm-hmm.
I do have some artwork, but this was hundreds of years ago, and at this point in time, your understanding is that his body would all be skeleton.
Okay.
And so when this hand flicked him off, this was clearly not the hand moving on its own, right?
No, this was just a random coincidence of
Okay.
the
That's
fact that
what I
it's
thought. I just wanted to make
flaccid.
sure.
Yeah, sorry.
It's just a hand going like...
Here we go. Here,
He's
well,
dragging it along.
when y'all saw the mural, this was one of if it will. I'm not really sure if it's going to load in the general chat here. This is processing for some reason, but let me try it again. This is like a painting that you would have seen of him in some of his earlier days.
Batman.
So what are we sending it?
Alaria, I was at 5 for your initiative.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Continue.
I mean, we never found the circlet. Our fame, our fortune, we haven't achieved it yet.
It's
I'll,
fame
uh,
of it's
I'll
fame
morph-
of evilness. You don't want that. That's
What evil? These Durgar look like the evil ones. Having pet hydras, kidnapping people. I ain't seen nobody kidnapped up top.
You don't see
What?
people being sacrificed?
They sound like they were willingly came down here. They wanted to break out to go sacrifice themselves.
Hunter, I'll shape change into Winter.
Okay.
Which might be a horrible idea. He's just gonna death ray me every time.
Okay.
I figured that might make him go a little crazy or something. Who knows?
he's already crazy.
I know, but like, make him like mess up. I don't know.
I'll hyper focus him. Don't you turn this away. Sounds like a great idea.
Yep. Just run into the middle and say, "Hey, bitch!"
I've returned. I had someone cast regenerate on my arm. I have no need of that useless appendage.
Well, make yourself
Merely
look like
touch
him with
wound.
only one arm. And you need your arm back.
I can't do that though.
Yeah, you have to keep your base
Same limb arrangement.
base arrangement. Of course, you
Well,
could
hide
tuck
your
it-
arm behind you.
You could tuck
You're
it
like
in
when
your.
they do it, you put it inside your sleeve, and that
True.
way it doesn't look like you have that arm.
It's true.
But then, like, if I had both arms and I told him that I had no need of it, then he'd be like, "I've been carrying around this useless arm for hundreds of years," you know.
Oh yeah, I like that idea.
He continues to mutter to himself, "Winter, winter, winter. Oh, I can't wait until you see me rise again. I will be great, and you will be nothing, and you will have to watch as I, and he starts to think, me.
He's like, "Who am I?"
I.
He starts to have like a crisis.
Yeah. Winter, tell me who I am."
Y'all should sneak in, just circle it, and like, I could try to distract him or something for a little bit.
We
don't
haven't
need to
found the
circle
circlet.
We
don't-
just
That's what I'm
need
saying. Sneak in and go look in the magic item pile.
No,
Is the
just
circlet
need-
on his head?
No.
No, it's in the magic item
He
pile.
said it's probably in the pile, like over here.
Right over here. There's a pile.
Oh, did he say that? I missed that.
Yeah. He said that's probably where the circlet is.
I'm saying that y'all do see a singular pile at the moment of magical items.
He said there could be more in the room.
I mean, are you trying to just
I
grab
think-
this arm and just fucking dip out, or are we trying to take this bitch on?
I could try
We're
to
trying to
distract
grab
him
the
and
arm
make him,
and dip out.
I could try to
do you-
distract him and like make him monologue, and then y'all can like search while he's monologuing.
Are you
He
still
seems like
invisible,
the type
Ashland?
to monologue.
How long does your invisibility last?
1 minute. It's probably
1
not-
minute?
How long? I don't think we've. I think we've been walking longer than a minute.
Yeah, it's been about 30 minutes or so.
You know, I'm just going to cast it again and go over there and look for the damn circlet.
Okay.
You realize he can still hear you.
Who can?
Probably see through invisibility. I bet.
Oh, can it? Oh, because
Well,
it's an
I
eye.
don't have a clue, but
Maybe.
he's got like 30
Yeah.
eyes, so
I'm sure one of them can truly see you or some shit. Which, if that's the case, then Nox, you being Frosty Boy is pointless.
well, it's not. We don't know if he has true sight though.
We don't know that he doesn't. I'm just saying. Be prepared.
Regardless, it seems like we're probably gonna have to fight this dude to get the arm for them to leave because they're not staying. I doubt we could just sneak in there and sneak back.
All I'm saying is, you know how dope would be if we just like teleported with his dead head.
That's so true. But are you not trying to go back to the Drow City?
Shit, even drag it to them. Ancient Dragon and this fucking behemoth of a beholder wannabe thing.
Oh yeah, drag this thing back. But then we'd have to go back past the Hydra.
True.
Well, we could rest in here. Ain't nobody gonna come in here.
Yep. Then we also
Yeah.
just drag around their dead god. You know,
You could be
Yeah,
the
but the Hydra's probably not
sacrifices you
gonna be
wanted to
fooled by
be, is
that.
what that is.
the Hydra's in a cage.
Yeah.
Well, is it gonna hold though?
I have no idea.
I cast
I've been
invisibility
fooled by
and
algebra before.
start sneaking around toward where I think the circlet is.
Okay. Move two squares at a time and give me a stealth check.
I'm gonna wait until it looks like he's been noticed, if that happens.
I'll need the rest of the group to give me a stealth check as well to see how well you can kind of hide in the hallway.
21.
Oh, well, we can what?
Hide in the hallway. Because y'all can choose to kind of tuck around the corner to be unseen.
20, 30, 20.
Adelan, move 2 squares. Okay. You see what you see. A pile, another pile of items in this corner here. Two more.
All I gotta do is stealth again?
No, 2 more squares.
Oh.
And you step on a trap.
Shush.
So, not sure how many of the chests you can see, but there are.
I see 3, 4.
Each of those represent a pile of magic items.
Okay.
Clink, 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 clink.
Yeah, that's
So he just like.
nice.
Does he just see a circlet sitting delicately
Right.
delicately on
It's
top
so
of
obvious.
one of the
Yeah.
vials?
So
that he
obvious.
can just.
It's kind of like Indiana Jones. He has to like put another circlet on top and take it off. Yeah.
So do I go 2 more
And
steps?
it never worked.
Sure. Yeah, just 2 more, whichever way you'd like to go. Just let me know.
Because if it worked, then we wouldn't get to watch Indiana Jones run out of the.
It's true. Classic scene. All right. You are now considered to be at the pile. Though you would
As soon
still
as you
be.
touch something,
Do
you'll
I-
make
do
a
I-
kind of noise.
I'm not touching nothing yet. Do I see anything that looks like a head with a circlet on it?
Give me a perception check.
Sitting delicately on top.
The very bottom, you see a
Nat
skull.
20. I get my reroll back.
I think we all have our rerolls at this point. At this point in time.
That's
Nope,
true.
not me.
Oh, you used
Oh.
yours.
Yep, I used mine and I haven't gotten it back yet.
I will say with confidence that there are probably a number of items that are under this pile that you cannot see, but it is definitely not on top.
All I know is Aslan's eyes are twinkling at all of this loot he has to have.
Oh, there's a
Are
lot
the
of magic
gold
items.
pieces like pushed up as if there was the shape of a circlet underneath them?
Not a lot of gold. It's mostly items, gear.
Is
Not-
there
not all
anything that
magical.
looks like super awesome that I would want that I could just pull off the top without making a mess?
You don't make a mess. Don't fucking touch
Shush.
anything.
Hey, and that 20 should be rewarded, right, guys? Rewarded with a big
Yes.
fight, right?
No.
Yeah, something you can
It's
see. You still got to pick it up. That's a
It's
different
against
roll,
the
Chris.
Curses of instant death. You put them on thinking they're going to be awesome, and you die.
You think you can cast instant death on someone, but it just kills you instead.
Chris, if you would like to
Which
attempt
means you
to
can't.
take a singular item, give me a D100.
It just
Nat
goes
one.
invisible with him. It's like 56. What is it?
The irony in this situation, as you reach down, there is a beautiful, beautiful, intricate cloak. You've seen it before.
My damn cloak?
The cloak of invisibility.
That's the one I was using?
Well, not the exact one, but yes.
Well, yeah. Man,
You now have one in your
Okay.
possession.
that is such a dope item.
Okay, so I got a cloak of invisibility in my possession. I guess I need to start going to the other set of boxes.
I don't know about you. There's a ton of shit over there. And there's a one-in-a-lifetime monster over there. I think we should 100% jump out and start blasting.
Wait. Why don't you blast if I get
You can't hear
fucked
me,
up?
bitch. Go away.
I hear everything.
I could try to distract him and draw his attention away while y'all like arrange yourselves in a certain direction, and then we blast him.
Well, you don't like being in this death corridor right now from the start?
I'm going 2 more steps.
I'll just walk out, and then y'all come out after he's not looking at the door.
Another stealth check.
Oh,
I mean, if you want to take that risk, go for it, bud.
another stealth check.
Alright.
Oh, it's an advantage, so I get to roll that again. $22.
The Death Tyrant turns and looks in your direction. You're kind of paralyzed and you just stop. Remembering you're invisible. Winter! He shakes it in the hand, goes again, and makes his way over to this side right here. And slowly kind of pushes into this corner as he's rummaging through some of his items.
I move another 2.
You can go all the way to the chest now, and I will say with your nat 20,
Should I go?
we will continue that to this check. You definitely do not see the item on the top of this.
Do I see anything on top that I would want?
Go.
Are you sure? Just like.
You'll have to make another stealth check to attempt to grab something.
Alright, fine, I'll go. Looking like Winter Hunter, I'll step out, like, semi-quietly until I'll try to get to, like, about here.
I would like to reroll.
I don't be stealthy
There you
anymore.
go.
Okay. A single
No.
dice.
Wait, for me?
No, not talking
No,
to
he's talking to Chris.
Oh.
Oh,
okay.
please, Lord, don't fuck me. Because I'm greedy. Don't fuck me. 12.
Nox going
Hey,
to do a
but-
stealth check.
This kind of works out. That's when I just decided to step out. That's a 24.
Okay.
I'm trying to just get to, like, here before I...
Yep, go ahead and move to there.
What are
We'll
all these
say,
little holes?
well, they're like archways. So, like, right here, there's a set of stairs.
Mhm.
And you watch as the Death Tyrant turns around and looks right over towards this pile. You slowly kind of duck down, just instinctively. You could reveal yourself if you'd like, but at the moment, you watch as you all look in the corner, and there's just items floating in the air that Adelan is rummaging through as he's trying to look through some of them.
I'm just gonna step up onto this ledge
Well, hold up.
first.
No, not yet.
Okay.
He turns and he looks, and then he looks back at Winter's arm. Winter? Are you trying to steal from me? My precious items that for centuries I've gathered them. And you think you could steal them from me? You fool. And he starts to make his
I'll
way.
like start stepping up the stairs and be like, I have no need to steal from you. I'll just be like, I can take them by force.
He give me either an intimidation or persuasion check, whichever you're kind of.
Can I do deception?
Yes, sorry. Intimidation
Okay.
or deception is what I meant.
Okay. It wasn't a nat 20, but it was one away. That's a 32.
For deception, yes.
Yeah.
He looks over. Winter?
I think you're the fool if you thought you could kill me.
Do you have your arm tucked in or no?
No, I won't. And I'll just like point at the arm and be like, it's funny that you still carry around that useless thing. I have no need of it. Regenerate is a wonderful spell.
Winter,
I feel like rubbing my.
Winter, you've come back. At last, we can finish our battle to the death. I've
like
I'm
to
waited.
try and creep
distracting
around.
him so y'all can try to sneak out.
I just said I want to try and creep around.
All right, anyone
Y'all
trying
not just
to
ditch me.
anybody trying to move into the room can go ahead and give me a stealth check. So Art or Ilaria.
At advantage?
No.
Dang it.
Adelan, do you put down the items?
No, I'm digging deeper because I'm thinking he's being, distracted. So I'm looking for the head with the
Oh
circlet.
my god.
Okay.
As
He
you
gave
can
you an
see, my
out, and you just said, "Fuck
telekinesis.
you." He gave you an out, and you're like, "Fuck you."
No,
Art,
they're gonna fight. I'm gonna get him in the end.
So Art, Ilaria, I moved y'all right next to each other. Y'all can move 6 squares. Just move 6 squares or less of your choosing into the room. If you wish. Otherwise, Ilaria, you can stay back.
Why is that not working? Okay, guess I'm not using my arrow keys.
Then, of course, stealth checks if you are entering the room. We'll get to that in a second. Leave your token.
I'll kind of, as I'm like talking, be like stepping like this direction, to the side,
Okay, but just stay where you are. Stay where you are.
Okay.
You move.
Are these like pillars?
It's like an archway. It's not as good at hiding as you might think, though it does give some benefits. So.
1, 2.
Winter, now that we're here, I have no need for your arm anymore, do I? Or have you come to take it back from me? Is you trying to steal my items? As he looks over, there's just items being thrown. There's
My telekinesis has grown so strong. No, I'm not gonna say that, but I'll say, I'll like kind of look kind of confused at it, and be like, I have no idea what's going on in your little chamber here.
Winter, you can't fool me. I know you all too well. You think that you can get the better of me again, Winter? No, Winter, no, you cannot. But
What
why
have you
come?
done to yourself? You look so putrid and disgusting.
Disgusting. You're disgusting.
Before I at least respected you, but now, what is this? What happened to your stocks?
You've never seen me with my stocks, Winter.
Oh, yes, I have.
Give me a deception check at disadvantage.
Yeah, this is bad, dude. I didn't know.
All right. But you tried to.
Yeah,
know.
Oh boy. Those are both good. 29.
Okay. A disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
16 was the lower.
Have you know the DC is 30? Because that is nearly
Dang it.
impossible. Nearly
Ooh.
impossible to convince him when you.
And
say
I
that.
almost got it.
He looks at you. The eyes, like it's like a floating orb, are kind of like looking around the room. Ilaria, you realize that you've been noticed. Art, you feel like you've evaded any detection at the moment.
I was saying I rolled a 27.
Sorry, Art, you've been noticed then. My apologies. Nox, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as a shot is taken at you.
28.
28. Okay.
BB.
Oh fuck.
You
Yep,
take
that was a death ray.
24 points of necrotic damage, and we will now start initiative. I'll move the order a
We
little bit.
pre-rolled initiative, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Adelan, you are up first. You just watch as a ray of death has been shot towards your your friend Nox.
Put the hood of the cloak up and get to work.
I don't have the cloak on. Can I put the cloak
You
on?
have to attune to it
You have
first.
to
Yeah,
attune to
that's
it. Yeah.
That's what I thought. So I just put it in my bag. All right. So far with all my rummaging, just did I find a head with a circlet on it yet?
No.
No. All right. Well then, I will cast.
The second you cast something, you will be. You have greater invisibility. Is that correct?
Greater, yeah.
Yeah. At this point, greater would be up. So it's been more than.
But if I do something with
you're still invisible at the moment. I'm just letting you know. But
and if I do something with concentration, I'm fucked.
So no matter what you do, your visibility will drop because of time.
Why?
Because of time.
Because he's saying a minute's passed.
It's been more than a minute, but I will give you the invisibility up until your cast.
So
Okay, then I'm gonna cast.
concentration.
I'm gonna cast slow on the beastie.
Okay. What's my save?
17, I think is.
So,
Oh, 16.
yeah, it's 17. I don't know why it said 16 on there.
And it's wisdom.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
I will use a legendary resistance to succeed instead.
That's fine. That's
To
all
what?
right. We're F.
He passed. He passed his save.
Oh,
Use a resistance though.
1 of 3.
okay. So I'm going to go further away then, since nothing's there. So
At least you used your invisibility to get rid of one of the
35.
resistances before it went away.
I thought it said 30.
My brother said 35.
Damn.
Anyway, I'm there.
Trying to cheat, Adelan?
Not on purpose.
Is that your turn, sir?
Do I have anything? Wait, what did I do? I did the spell. I got a bonus action, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
So I will. Good. I'm gonna Misty Step.
You already cast a spell, bud.
Fuck me. I'm gonna. You
I'd rather
suck.
not.
Can I do bonus action dash?
No. Are you a rogue?
No, I want to be though. Okay, turns over. I keep getting confused with all my other characters.
I'm just gonna be like, the memory of you is so foggy because you're so unmemorable. So unimportant.
You're not the real Winter. At the end of Adelan's turn, he will use a legendary action, and yes, that's the correct order of things. Nox, I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Right.
I'm sure you're great at those.
Right. That's not bad, but it's probably not good enough. Oh no, that is bad. 11.
Okay.
The roll was higher than that.
As one of
Human
the
neck.
as one of the eyeballs is shot, like a ray is shot at you, all of a sudden these glowing tendrils slowly cinch you down and restrain you. They're fixed to the floor and they slowly turn into bones. This will be until the start of the Death Tyrant's next turn. And the Death Tyrant can move.
He can move off his turn too? This bastard.
We'll go here. The arm follows him. I'll put the arm. And then it is now initiative 20. So we are on to a layer action. I need Art to make a... believe it's a dexterity saving throw, Art. So
Do a what?
dexterity saving throw.
19.
Okay. A 19 is a failure. And the walls right by you reach out and restrain you. Similar to what has happened to your friend Nox. I'll put red for restrained. And Art, it is your turn.
That changes everything I was going to do.
Sorry, Art, I misspoke. You're only grappled. You're not restrained. My apologies.
What is the difference? I still can't move, right?
You cannot move, but your attacks do not have disadvantage, and attacks against you do not have advantage. Though they do against Nox. Isn't that great, Nox?
Am I behind a wall? Is that what
Correct.
this is?
Correct. Yeah, those are
Okay.
like the walls of the room. Yeah. Yeah, like this came out of the wall. I didn't say
Yeah,
that.
I was just making sure. I wasn't just I don't know.
Words, words are tough.
I guess I'm just going to try to slip this grapple.
Athletics or acrobatics check is your action.
21.
Absolutely. Is this athletics or acrobatics rather?
Acrobatics.
Acrobatics. As you kind of like press your body outwards, they kind of relax a little bit, and then you just sink in and like grab and pull yourself underneath it. You almost go prone, but you're able to shove them off, and as they do, they retract back into the wall. That's your action, but you have full movement and bonus action.
Oh shit, he's right there.
She's right there.
I couldn't see him. I couldn't fucking see him.
I like how Art like looks in the corner. Oh shit.
I
Blast him. Push him away. Well, it wouldn't help me.
So it started blasting.
why don't we get closer to a fucking wall?
At the moment, he would have half cover based on your location. I don't know if you ignore that, Art.
I assumed.
Just to clarify.
Just
Matters.
fucking hide behind Alaria.
Okay.
Just fucking end my turn.
Nice. Okay. At the end of Art's turn, we'll go ahead. And
I don't know what am I standing on? What is this? Is it like a pool?
It's like a dry fountain. Nothing in it right now.
Okay.
Right now.
That sounds
He's like-
terrible.
Protect me, Ilaria.
Nox, make a wisdom saving throw.
Right, yeah. I'm so good.
Like I would target other people, but you egged them on. So
It's cocked. 19.
19. Okay, 19 is a failure. You
Oh
fall.
god.
You fall asleep.
Didn't we just learn that? Oh,
So y'all watch as Nox is like restrained, and he's still like physically restrained, but he is just considered, unconscious. The unconscious condition.
Great.
Somebody would have to use their action to wake him up. That is the only way. Otherwise, it lasts a full minute. And it is now Deathy's turn. Okay. Where'd my dice go? Just lost it.
good. Don't find them.
Wouldn't it be fun to just go after people alphabetically?
There's a lot of A's, so
I know.
Yeah.
So,
So,
wouldn't it be fun?
Ziggy's like, I wish I was there. I would
Better
like
make a name for myself.
I would like Adelan to make a dexterity saving throw.
I get higher than 19. 19 doesn't pass, in case you're wondering.
Wasn't wondering.
Art to make a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck me.
Does 11 pass?
No.
Does 19 pass?
No.
Yikers!
Adelan, you take 62 points of necrotic damage.
Who?
Adelan.
Ouch.
I do?
Yeah. You failed your save. Art,
That was
what
the
was
death
your
one.
19?
19? Art also falls asleep. And
I have
Oh my god.
5 hit points left.
And Ilaria, I rolled. Here we go. Ilaria, could you make a wisdom saving throw as well?
We're so screwed.
Just roll this back about 30 minutes, start over.
Two of us are unconscious. One of us has just taken 62 damage.
Ilaria,
Hopefully, Alaria can slap my ass awake.
Ilaria, you are okay. Nox, it would be your turn, but you are
All right, it is not my turn.
asleep. And you do wake up on the actually you actually wake up on his turn, I think. Let me make sure.
I thought you said it was a minute.
Oh, that's the restrained. You're no longer restrained, so you fall to the ground.
Asleep. Wait, would that wake me up?
Let me think about that actually. Let me read it. That's a good point.
That definitely my head hitting the ground.
No, that's a good point. So you're now concussed.
And that would be at the end of his turn. So I would
okay.
still get my turn.
I'm gonna say 50-50.
God, I hate this game.
Go ahead and enroll 20.
I never.
And enroll
No.
20. Give me odd or even.
No, don't do this to me, Hunter.
There's a chance you wouldn't hit your head. So.
Right. I'm gonna roll it first, and then I'll decide.
Right. Smart.
I'm gonna go with the second roll.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna go with odd.
Nice.
Let's go.
Nox,
Let's
you
go.
slap to the ground, and as you do, you wake up. As you look around the room, Art is just like essentially passed out. You think he's possibly unconscious. Adelan looks really bad, and it's your turn.
I'm just saying. I was just playing like the which door do you pick?
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I'll run at him and just attack.
Okay. As a reminder, y'all's only goal is to get the Arm of Winter.
Yeah, I know, but there's
He's
not much
holding
we
it.
can do right now.
I mean, the Arm of Winter is floating in air.
25.
25 hits.
And then my second attack.
Roll damage.
Oh, okay. I will sneak attack.
This is your rapier, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
That is 6. So 11 damage. Plus. So 16 damage for the first hit.
Okay, and this is piercing.
Yes.
Okay.
Magical.
Mhm.
And the second attack. 23.
23 hits.
That is. Man, I'm an idiot, by the way. I should have cursed him first. 12. And I'll Eldritch Smite.
Okay.
Which is. Okay. Um. 32 damage for the second attack.
As your first attack stabs into him, you can see a small crack forming in his skull, And as you reach back and brandish your rapier to go for your second attack, as it does, it goes forward and it hits a force field. Almost like something innately activated, and he takes no damage.
So I don't hit him, or I do hit him.
Hitting just means you have the opportunity to do damage.
So I just wasted a spell slot.
Mhm.
Cool.
Yeah, I know how that
Okay.
feels.
Well, when you only
you
have
didn't waste one.
also when you only have 2, it hurts way more. So I'll move away.
Happy with that?
I will bonus action try to hide in this little behind
Sure.
one of these little walls.
Yeah. Roll to hide.
That's a 21.
Its passive perception is 22.
Cool.
At the end of Nox's turn, yes.
Mm-hmm.
It turns around, looks right at you. It will use one of its legendary actions. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw as another ray is shot at you.
27.
27 is a pass. Very nice. Alaria.
Okay, so to wake up,
Oh god, that was
Arthur-
disintegrate.
just shake him.
if there's no damage.
It is just an action, and it's an auto. He is woken up, if that's what you wish to do.
Okay, so it takes a full action to do it.
It does take a full action. I mean, if I will say, if you did come up with a clever way to wake him using something else, but it would need to be a part of your action, like a spell or something to that effect.
If there was no damage on a save, that was 100% disintegrate.
This is a custom version. So relies
That
on
was still
wake him
disintegrate.
I'll wake him up, and then I'm gonna use my bonus action to go into my dance, and then I'm gonna move over.
Watch out for the walls.
Oh, Hunter, I would have bonus action Hexblade cursed him. No, I bonus action.
Bonus
cursed.
action
What am I
did,
thinking?
yeah.
Yeah, I caught myself before you said anything.
Right.
You also already cast a spell.
That's not a spell.
You love to
Your
say that, don't
smite?
Screw you.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
No, Hexblade curse isn't a spell.
Oh, yes. I was just thinking hex.
Okay. Yes, at the end of Alaria's turn,
It's okay, we're all dying together.
I need Adelan to make a Constitution saving throw.
That's
Fucking
20.
force
I get my
field.
reroll back.
Very nice.
Got a
Okay.
force field.
Adelan, it's your turn.
Is that arm magical, or is it just an arm?
The Arm of Winter,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah, it's an artifact.
That's the.
So
the
like
whole
if
point.
you look at like items, there's common, uncommon, all those. Then there's legendary, and then past legendary is artifact. This is an artifact.
But okay.
But I want to reiterate, it is just sitting there on the disc.
How heavy is it?
Less than 10 pounds, if I know what you're asking.
Okay, so I guess I will cast Mage Hand and try to grab that fucking arm.
No rolls needed. So when you cast Mage Hand, I'm not sure if you can move it at the same turn, or can you? I don't know.
I think you can.
Is this the first file that Chris went through or no?
Correct. Well, he did not search under.
Right, but it's the one he looked at.
Yes, yeah. The top is clear.
Mage,
So you're looking at the one that I'm by right now.
He looked at the top of
It
it.
says
He
you
dig
can
through
you
it.
can move it 30 feet each time you use it. So.
So
each time
I
you cast a
started right
spell.
next to it, right?
Yeah, so essentially you would just like I can probably give you a token to represent this, but I don't think you can move it this turn, but you can have possession of.
I can't move it this turn.
It says each time you use it, you can move it,
It's an action to cast it,
but that's
and
using
then
the
action to grab
the
it.
spell.
Right? It's like part of the action to grab it. No,
I
no.
mean, I don't think
Spells that say that you can do that say and on this turn, like spiritual weapon, other things like that. So, I mean, you can grab it.
Okay, I grab it
Absolutely, you have it. No question.
and I move.
There
That's the worst hand. I move 10.
Yeah.
I move 30 to get out over here. Oh, I guess I have to be able to see that stuff, so I'll go here.
So if the hand is 30 feet away from you, or more than 30.
Oh, what is it?
The hand would
So
vanish.
you
if
need
it-
to
Oh,
stay within
yeah.
30.
I mean, it
10,
does say if you
20.
can
That's
use your
25,
action to
right?
use the hand.
What is
So, so you're casting it, and you can use your action to pick it up. That's all the action of casting.
Yeah, so am I 30 feet from here, or is that further than 30 feet?
I believe it's.
to measure it? We have the technology.
Oh, so I can't. Okay,
Well,
so I'm
that's
there.
Center to center. Yeah, so that is right on the.
Now the hand is trying to be like sneaky, and it's just like it's behind the arm where that can't see it. If possible.
I will say at the moment it is looking at Nox.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then, for my bonus action, I am going to drink a superior healing potion.
Okay.
I
Is it-
forgot what I got to roll for that.
88 or 84.
84
Plus eight.
plus 8. Yes.
8d4, so
Very nice. Very nice.
slash bar 8d4 plus 8.
Mm-hmm.
$26. Okay, my turn's over.
At the end of Adelan's turn, I'll use my final legendary action until my next turn. Art to need a wisdom saving throw.
Fuck me. Natural 20.
Very nice. Art is your actually the
I don't need a
walls-
reroll if somebody needs it.
Yep, I need 9. I need 1.
Go for it. You saved my life.
You saved it. He didn't. You wouldn't give it to him.
Adelan and Alaria, I need dexterity saving throws as the walls try to
I
grab
told
you.
you, don't forget the wall.
I'm gonna use the reroll.
I'm gonna use a reroll. $18? Nope.
Adelan,
No.
Adelan, you are grappled. Your speed is 0. Alaria, you managed to duck out of the way. Art, it is your turn. You are prone.
I will stand up.
Okay.
And then you will watch a shadowy, purpley wolf jump out of my chest
Ooh.
as I use my Hound of Ill Omen.
Ooh. Love it. Classic D&D move.
And it's going to be right on his nuts. I'm pretty sure he's close to that. Yeah, it'll be right there.
See if there's a. I don't have an official token for it, but I'll try to bring something into the game here.
So let me roll its initiative now.
Yes.
And that's... Initiative is plus dexterity, correct?
Correct. Just plus dex, unless you have something else.
So 16.
It what's its dex score?
Plus 2.
It goes after Deathy.
Okay, all of us should actually try to get closer together. So when it's gonna end up,
As the
need to
person
get
who
it.
ran away from everybody.
I did where I ran on purpose. If we're just kind of together, I could get there on my next turn.
You should have ran into the room where everybody was at already.
No.
And
all
then-
right, Art.
That's my bonus action, and as my action, I will cast slow, and he has disadvantage since my little puppy's beside him.
What is my save, sir?
Oh, wisdom.
Okay. I will choose to succeed instead.
There's two of
It's
them.
2 down at least.
And I'm gonna just move right there. And that's it.
Okay. It is your hound's turn.
Oh, my hound goes first.
Is that right? Oh, sorry. Deathy and Helly. I'm confusing my own self. It is Deathy's turn, as we all know. Okay. I need Art, Nox, and Adelan. You're the only ones I can see. So I'll make wisdom save.
15.
What was this? Wisdom?
Wisdom, yes.
15.
30-20.
Dirty 20 is 20 is the DC. So you have passed Art. However, Alaria and
Dang, the DC went up.
no,
It's never been 19.
19 is
Oh.
the number that does not pass.
Oh, okay.
So each of you are considered afraid. You cannot willingly move closer. You have disadvantage on attacks. As long as you're the thing that you're afraid of is within your sight.
Don't worry, I wasn't planning on moving closer.
That's fair. Helly, you're up. Adelan, you are free. You are not restrained.
I mean, you kind of got to get closer if you want to get next to anybody.
Dude,
But,
you guys
you know.
need to get closer to me.
Well, Nox can't do that either.
Yikes.
I can get pretty close.
This is complicated.
Fireball at Chris. Oh, is it,
Is it-
is it my turn
not
now?
my
Yeah,
turn.
it's
Bobby's
the
turn?
Hellhound. Yeah.
Yeah, that's my bad.
Or
We
Illumin.
forgot.
Yeah. You look like you were like concentrating and thinking. So I was like, oh,
Yeah,
I
I was
mean,
like,
it
what's
can
he
only,
doing?
it can only bite, so it's gonna bite.
what kind of damage is this? What type? Piercing.
Yes, piercing.
I'll save you.
Yeah, I figured it was gonna do nothing
It does nothing.
once I read that. Alrighty then.
Noxy boy. Winter, where are you?
5, 10,
It's turning
15,
around to
20,
face you.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 85. I'm just gonna move down this direction.
Love it. Adelan, you're aware that your comrade is around the corner. Art, you as well. So, Laria would maybe have seen a flash of it.
Do I make a save at the end of my turn?
For frightened.
I'm gonna move in here towards the treasure. Actually, my last movement.
Correct. At the end of your turn, you would repeat the wisdom save.
Yeah, that's an 18.
Still scared. Okay. You done not?
Mm-hmm. I cannot ever pass that saving throw. So
Not unless you get a natural 20.
literally, I would have to get an 18, 19, or 20.
Art wisdom save as a legendary action is used at the end of Nox's turn.
Not a 20.
20?
Not a 20. Like 17.
You are now frightened. Alaria?
Did I fail or what happened?
You're frightened. Sorry. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Maybe it didn't come through. And it's Laria's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Circle of Power.
I got the power. Bam, 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 bam.
Over here.
What's the size, or is it around you? Is it a aura? 30 feet.
See, not. I don't. That will be my turn then.
What does that do?
Gives you advantage on saving throws against spells and magical effects.
Oh, that'll be nice.
And if it allows you to make a saving throw to take only half damage, you take no.
That would be real nice.
Is that it, Alaria? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
I cast
Yeah, I
Spell
can't even move into the range of it though.
Well, you might be able to get to the bottom right here.
Mm-hmm.
The aura goes, through walls and stuff. So, okay, Atalan.
All right, so I'm gonna pull the. How do I pull the arm?
Just an action. You can move it. With up to 30 feet. But it has to be closer to you at this point because the spell would drop if you brought it further away.
Yeah, just it won't let me move the arm.
Well, you can't move the arm. You can move the I don't know if you have access to
The little hand.
Let me see if it didn't work or not. Okay.
That's my strong hand.
Oh, wait a second.
What in the hell? Andy, this is in Adelan's journal. Can be Adelan. Select the token. Save? Can you move it now, Chris?
Nope.
Hand token. What about now?
Yeah, now I can move it.
All right, so it would have been in the space of the arm, though. So.
Okay, so
it would start in that square.
I'm gonna try something besides trying to pull it. I'm gonna cast Wall of Light. So I kind of want it to be. Where would I want it to be? I don't know how to make the damn. How do you make a line? Oh, a line. So I guess if I made it. Oh, not there. A little lower. Nope. How do I make just a line?
Y'all don't have access.
Okay.
Maybe
I'm
you
trying
do,
to make.
there's a drawing tool. I mean, it's got like it's either a square or a paintbrush or a pen or something.
Okay. So I'll draw. So if I make the line right here, and I'm gonna push Deathy on the other side of the line.
Try to get him to make a save, Chris. He's only got one save left.
What do you think I have that can make him make a save?
Slow.
No, I don't
Anything
have
you
any.
already done once? You don't
I
have any
don't
thirds left?
I have a 4 and a 5.
You can
So I'm
up-
gonna put the wall here, so he's gonna get burnt
You can
by it.
upcast, Chris. It still works that way.
I know, but if he's on that side, we can't see him. So the frightened thing is gone, and we can all get together. No?
You still can't move near him.
If you can't see him, you can't.
Yeah.
If the source of your fear is not within sight.
I was literally gonna ask that on my turn because I was gonna try to do something else.
Yeah, so I cast the wall of light, so what do I get to do? Wall can be 60 feet long, 10 feet high, and 5 feet thick.
You could possibly
assume-
blind him too. So I need to
And
I need to make a con save.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Fail the save. Go blind.
Guys, I would love to. Here we go. I use my last
Perfect.
legendary resistance.
Okay.
So at the moment, let's see, do I take half damage from that?
Half down. Oh, because you used your
Yeah, so roll
Yeah,
48,
it is,
48 radiant, Chris.
48?
48.
48.
You can't roll just
Every
the
time.
number.
Are you so sure, Hunter?
To be fair, you only roll a number, but
Well, you can't roll. All right, whatever.
18?
I know what I mean. Okay, 18 points
So
of radiant damage.
9.
Um,
How did it give you 36?
roll a d.
I rolled on a
48.
D48.
Oh, I misread that
There's a lot of
entirely.
confusion. Yeah.
So what just happened?
You put your light up, so now nothing on the upper half of the wall can be seen.
And I push him up.
Does he get
Right.
pushed up?
I thought he does.
No, I think the wall, people can move through it freely.
Oh, yeah.
So if you want, you could pull it down 5 feet. Just kind of. But you could also angle it different. Just to maybe help you out, you could. Yeah, you could do something.
Yeah, but can I still control my hand if I can't see it?
Yeah. Why not?
Oh, okay. All right,
Is this
yeah. So,
concentration? You're gonna lose your hand, by the way, bud.
no, the hand doesn't say concentration on it.
It's not?
Yeah, I was just reading that, Cody. I thought it was too. That doesn't.
That's
say
the
it.
first thing I checked before I tried it.
The
No, it's
duration
just
1 minute.
It's just a 1 minute thing.
Okay, yeah. So put it on that angle, and then I can move 30, right?
Maybe a slightly different, so you don't get the dog.
10, 20.
Also
There, so I'm close. 30.
kind
All right. My turn's over.
of neat. Okay.
Oh, wait. I got bonus action.
Sure.
I want to drink another potion. So that's 4d8 plus 8. So 27 more points of healing. Okay. My turn's over.
Why did you do 4d8 plus 8?
It's 8d8. Roll 4 more.
4 more.
Isn't it 8d4?
Oh, that's true.
Yes.
All right, just
yes,
re-roll the whole thing.
8d4.
Okay, let me redo it. 8d4 plus what?
8d4
Slash
plus
or
8. I hope
Nope.
it's exactly 27.
Four more of those, and 8.
Oh,
29.
29. Dang it. Okay. All right, that was action. That was movement. That was
And
bonus action. And I want to be clear about something. If you are within 5 feet of an ally, you can use your reaction to reach out and touch, or on your turn, you can say that you're touching somebody with one of your appendages. So, Adelan, would you make physical contact with your allies here, or
Yeah.
Did you bring the hand to you or no?
No, I don't have the hand yet. I gotta do that in the next
Okay.
turn.
Well,
Yeah, I'm
technically,
touching
he
them
has a
anyway,
hand on
just
it.
because I love them.
okay? So, Adelan, we'll say at the moment you are, bridging Alaria and Art, and of course, if you would like to take your hands away to cast a spell or something, that's of course okay. You would just lose that contact. Okay, is that your turn, Adelan?
That is my turn.
You watch as the walls around you all reach out, and Nox, you're right there on a wall. So, dexterity saving throw, please.
Mm-hmm. 20.
That is enough. I would use one of my legendary actions, but all of them require sight. I cannot see. Art.
I will cast slow on this motherfucker.
Okay, within that area. Does it say a point you can see? I'm just clear. You can definitely.
No, it says you alter time around 6 creatures of your choice and a 40-foot cube within range is all it says.
Okay, so you'll be hitting your dog. Just
I can put the cube over here, just like to the left of it without hitting my pups.
doesn't say you need to see the point.
Nope,
Or
just
see
the
the
point within
creature.
range.
All right, fair enough. It might say
So a disadvantaged wisdom save
why disadvantage?
because of my pups.
I hate your pups, but nice. All right, can I actually pass a save for once? Sorry.
But it's disadvantage.
Oh, disadvantage. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so the wording of slow, I want to see how that pairs with
You can only make
legendary
one attack.
actions.
Would legendary actions be considered like a reactionary
It's got the
type
whole
thing?
spell thing.
I'm going to read it, but either way, Art, continue
Yeah.
your turn.
Because legendary action is an action.
Well, a bonus action is not an action. A legendary action is a
But it
legendary
says-
action, right?
Oh, whatever.
I mean, there's semantics, and I want to look through it because I'm curious. So,
But there's also the whole spell thing where it has to take part of a turn and shit. I don't know if any of his things are technically spells, but
yeah, nothing, no spell casting per se. But,
yeah.
he makes 3 attacks on his turn, so that's now reduced to
One
1
and a half.
Okay, it can be a half, sure. By the way, Art, anything else, sir?
No.
So we never did any damage to him at all.
You did once.
And then the radiance did damage.
Anti-piercing shell came up.
Would it have still done the force damage from my Eldritch Smite?
It would have actually.
Okay.
So you can re-roll it now.
It was
Unless you remember.
yeah, I don't remember.
You're like, oh, 600 points.
Well, I remember it was 32 total damage, but I don't remember what.
So the wording on slow is on its turn it can use either an action or a bonus action, and it cannot use reactions. So reactions, it cannot use, but legendary actions are not included in that. To be clear.
So it would have
Does
been
it specifically say not included?
Well, it specifically does not include them. So, how much, Dylan? Sorry.
24 force damage.
24? It's full.
So it wasn't a wasted spell slot.
That's true. That is full force damage. Art, you're done. Sorry, I got distracted. here.
Correct.
All right. It is Deathy's turn. What is the speed it's have?
Yep.
And what, like, beholders have like a low
he's
speed,
a
like
little
10
he's a little
feet or something.
He's a little buffed up, but yeah, it's not good.
He like moves one square and he's like, aha!
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not cheating y'all here.
Would he not cower away from the light like the undead piece of garbage he is?
He has nothing against light.
What are you talking about? Of course he Read your sheet again. Looks down, says aversion to light.
I see Dylan. I see it typing. Like
And you're like, this is a PDF. How does it?
So I believe Nox, Art, and Adelan were all of y'all. Did any of y'all pass your save for Frighten?
No.
Oh, I never
I
rolled
failed,
again.
but I haven't
right.
moved.
Either way, it doesn't end until y'all pass it. So even if you
So
can't see
reroll-
him,
so-
so I think each of you would get a save. We'll just do it that
Yeah.
way because I can't recall.
I haven't had to make another.
We get advantage because of this glowy box on the field, right?
This is true.
I'm not in it.
This is
Yep.
true.
Well,
What am
I
I-
wasn't asking for you.
Correct.
Well, good. I'm glad because I'm not in it. So
What am
you
I
had to
rolling?
ask for me.
Wisdom,
A wisdom
saving
save?
throw at advantage.
I already failed mine. You didn't ever skip one. I would have.
Okay,
I would
thanks,
have rolled
Dylan.
it.
Thanks for your honesty.
I
Unfortunately.
16.
I also got 15. Yep.
I should have just said like, of course I'll roll it. And oh yeah, the aura.
He steps forward, and as he does, the disc floats with him
without the arm.
without the arm, and he turns around and now notices that there's a hand grabbing his arm.
He can't see it. He's in the middle of the light.
Well, I mean, if he was on one side and couldn't see you, he clearly, he can see one direction, obviously. So, yeah. So as he notices that his disc is, he will go over here and he will look very confused. And as every beholder has done
He
in their
moves
life,
back over there, and the disc goes right back under the arm.
but as he moves back over here, he realizes that a thing that every beholder realizes in his life: he does not have arms, and he has no way to grab it back. He starts to panic.
His mouth.
He is going to run into the object to try to wrestle it free. So he's going to use his full action to try to make.
He's literally just going.
Chris, give me an Arcana check at disadvantage because you can't see this. And I'm
You're
gonna
just like, what?
I'm gonna throw my massive strength. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh.
At disadvantage?
He should have disadvantage because it's his.
You just need 2 nat 20s, Chris. Don't worry.
Fuck. Nope.
As he does, y'all all hear something, and I'll say, Adelan, you instinctively realize that your mage hand is no longer holding the object, but that is all that you are aware of. It's Helly's turn.
He's going to try and bite him.
I will say
If
that
I don't
you
see
will...
him, how do I know if I'm moving
Hold on.
towards
Hold
him or
on.
not?
So since he's
Hold on,
stopping within 5 foot.
Hold up. So, 10 things here. Number one, he would yell out, "Give it back! Give me Winter's arm back!" And Nox, if you cannot see him, the fear does not apply at the moment.
Okay.
And then, Chris, what were you saying?
Since he stopped and he's still near the wall, he takes the radiant damage again, right?
I don't think so. I believe you have to use.
When-
you have to be within the wall. So he is. I didn't move him, but he's like over here now.
It says each creature in its area must make a Constitution saving throw.
Correct. It's not within its area.
Oh,
It's-
because he
it's-
moved.
Yeah, it's when the wall appears, and I think when you like start a turn and end a turn there, whichever it says. So he would not apply. On your turn, you can use an action to attack him, but that's a whole nother.
Wolfie wants to reaction to bite him and watch it do nothing.
Don't dogs like bones?
That's fair.
Well, he's trying to bite him.
Yeah.
He could try to take the arm and
I
run
was-
away.
I was meant.
No, he can't.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he can only attack. That's true.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Either way, Deathy is done. Heli is done. Noxious. You're up.
Well, Ellie has to come up to him wherever the hell he is.
Sure.
Yeah. And gnaw on his shield.
I'll bonus action dash.
Okay.
And just for fun. Well, are we gonna get the arm before before the next turn?
No,
Before his
I
next
doubt
turn?
it.
Well,
No,
he
but
could
if you
take
could-
it with the mage hand.
Yeah, but we can't bring it back.
No. So you can grab it and move, just not on the
Yep.
first time. So he can bring it back, but he has to be able to see to do that. So you can, without using an action, drop your wall, and then.
Can I hold my action to cast a spell?
Of course, it's just you'll lose the slots if it is a slotted spell.
All right.
Okay. You
Uh,
you don't have to tell me what it is
okay.
if you don't want to.
Still want to fight it.
I do too, but like, I don't know. We're looking pretty bad right now.
So
I think.
I don't know if y'all can see his health bar, but let me just.
I think only Adelan is looking bad.
How about
Adelan is
Actually,
at
I don't
full
know if you
health.
are. Oh, did you? Are you? Does he have a health?
I'm
bar?
not
But I have
looking
no
bad
spell slots worth
health-wise.
of shit anymore.
Hunter, did you put his health bar up?
Yeah, y'all can move to check it.
I
He's
can.
not there. He's not there.
It's not there
Not there.
because I can see him, but I don't see a health bar.
kidding me? Alright. To be fair.
Because I did about
There.
30
There it
damage
is.
to him, or 40. Oh,
Oh, he's not hurt. Fuck that. We need to grab that.
Fireball,
arm and
Chris.
go.
I don't know. I feel like that's not that
Nope,
much.
don't
health.
have it.
You have a 5th level fireballing.
I have 1 4th level spell yet and ain't fireballing shit.
Fireballing.
It's an
This
action
isn't
for
the
mage
Adelan I
hand.
know.
Either
Would he
way,
have taken damage on his turn from the wall of light?
Everyone,
No.
just make sure you're holding hands.
no, the wall
I
of
don't
light
wanna
does
hold hands.
not
I wanna
cause
fight it.
damage unless you end a turn.
Look at all
or
the shit
start
that's
a
in
turn
here.
or something. Right?
This isn't the Adelan I know. Who are you?
And Dylan, just in case you wanted to know, he's never taking radiant damage again. So.
Okay.
Even if he did.
Oh, he has like immunity to a damage type after he takes it.
That is correct. That is his mechanic.
But is it only one at a time? Or is it just always like now he'll never take damage from radiant or piercing at the same time?
Within this initiative.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it's
Or force, huh?
correct. Or force. I'll just
Yeah, we need to get the fuck out of here, so.
So yeah, I don't think we
quickly.
can win because we can all only damage him one time.
Nox, are you holding your action and ending your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm holding my action for when he pulls the arm away. For when Adelan pulls the arm away. With the
Define
mage
away, because you cannot see it currently because the wall of light. So be a little bit more
When
clear.
he says he's going to.
Hey,
I guess
everybody,
he'd have to drop the light to pull it in a way anyway.
Yeah, so like if Adelan can't see it, you can't see
Well, he
it.
doesn't.
Nox.
It's not concentration.
No, but he can't mage hand if he can't see it because the light's in the way.
Yeah. So my point is like, let me ask you if you agree with this.
Oh,
if you
so
see
my
it
initial
being,
thing was right.
Yeah, if you see it being moved, because you're staring right at it, then whatever you're doing will be triggered. Is that fair?
Okay. Uh-huh.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, actually, did I have to dash to get over here?
You said bonus action dash.
Bonus action dash. Okay, yeah.
Either way, Alaria, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna cast heal
Man, so we can never damage him again.
on Nox.
Within this initiative.
I'll upcast it.
I want to be clear. He
Something
did
to do
say that he is controlling Eshlor, who is the leader of the Chuldanog. So he's not exactly a low ranking.
Hey, Nox, take 19
Fucking do
points
it.
back.
19?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay,
There we go.
and I'll reach out and touch people in our group.
Okay. Yeah. I think.
I'm keeping one hand.
Yeah.
like-
So
like-
Adelan and Alaria both said they were doing that. So either way, y'all are good as a group. But yeah, Nox, absolutely. You're reaching back. Alaria, y'all hands interlock. Nox, you blush. I'm just kidding. I don't know. We're not running this fan.
Ooh.
Laria, is that the end of your turn?
I slowly turn my head and.
Very, very nice. Adelan, it is your turn, sir.
Okay, so I'm gonna move here, and I can see the hand.
Correct.
Oh
You
no!
have to drop the
I
line.
You have
removed
to
the
drop-
wall.
You have to remove the wall. So
I dropped the wall.
whoever is frightened, y'all are go back to being frightened.
And I will bring the hand to me.
As he like does that though, I cast Major Image. And like I want like the real Winter with only one arm to like be like, I'll be taking this or whatever, and like the mage hand is like his other hand, you know, like pulling it towards us.
But it like veers
Why
off.
don't you just pretend the mage hand is still there so he doesn't know it moved away?
He's looking right at the arm.
I'm just yeah.
He's gonna know it moved away.
Yeah, so
Like,
if I
damage
understand your point,
time.
so it's like as it's being pulled towards y'all,
Mhm.
you're making it look like Winter is like veering off to the right, maybe on the map, like with the arm, to
Yeah,
distract him a
yeah.
little bit. Awesome, cool.
And then be like, pretty much just like only one arm on this Winter. You know, like this would be the real one. And I'm
I
like,
yell banana because that's the magic word.
and I'll just, but I'll just be like, thank you for saving us, Master, to the real Winter.
I love it. As you do this, you slowly start to feel the ring vibrate. I believe you have it on your possession art, if I'm not mistaken. Barrelson says, "Well, finally, it's my turn. You can thank
Shut
me
up.
later." And then Phoom, y'all disappear out of here. The last thing y'all hear is, like the Darth Vader scream, no, as y'all are
Mhm.
disappearing away with the arm of Winter in tow. All of a sudden, it's black for a second, and you sunk down into a room full of cold stone. You almost sigh a sigh of non-relief, as it almost feels like you're back within the labyrinth. But as your eyes adjust to the light in the room you're in, you realize you're in a very large, maybe 50 by 50 by 50 cubed room with beautiful tile walls on the floor, walls, ceiling. It's intricately carved and painted, almost like the Sistine Chapel. And there's a single large double set of doors with a very large wooden bar in between them with an obvious magical aura. And right as y'all appear, there's a small little latch, and you can see a single eye looking inside the room as y'all peer in, and it
I don't
slams
like
shut.
eyes.
Well, it's a very, very different kind of eye, and you hear it slam shut. Barrelson then says, well, my friends should be handling this swiftly. Will be brought in, and everything will be fine. Of course, you will remember your dear friend Barrelson, who courageously helped you transport out of this labyrinth and is saving the day.
Calm
Yes,
down, just ring.
we're still on that. I could bring you back. I could I could send you back, and then
Do it.
I
Make
wouldn't
sure
do
I'm
it.
not touching anybody.
Yeah, you're
But
That's funny.
Hunter, as a quick note, the last thing I want my major image to have done after it like walks away to distract is look like it's just doing like a little like weaving arcane's like sigils in the air to look like it's teleporting with us.
Ooh, that's cool. Yeah, so it disappears.
So
and then-
so I want him to think that the real Winter is still alive and out there with his
Yeah.
arm.
Very slim chance considering his intelligence
Eh.
and your failure, but in the moment it will confuse.
He seems pretty mad, right?
You've stolen his only friend, as you have stated yourself. So, all right, y'all have a brief moment.
No.
Is there anything y'all would like to do while you wait for the King's Guard to get ready to?
Let's just
leave?
toss around the ring like it's a like a ball.
I'm gonna clean myself up with that prestidigitation so I look
Presentable
pretty.
party.
Prestidigitable.
As a reminder, Chris, you do have the Cloak of Invisibility, a legendary item in tow. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I'm about to take my circlet off, put that on, but and wait an hour. Oh, I wait till sleep, I guess, right?
No, you can do it short rest. Paul?
I'm gonna keep my concentration on my circle of power going.
Very nice.
Just
If my use of that cloak was any indicator, it will not be useful. Hunter will have everything be able to see invisibility.
Mind you, this was a random roll on the table, so it could be very nice. Hey, he couldn't see invisibility. One of the
Yeah, I know,
big
but
bets.
but of course we weren't attuned. So
It's fair. Barrelson starts to kind of ramble on. Many years ago, when I formed my relationship with the kings, Umi the Seventh at the time decided that it would be a great idea for a super secret special only for me room to be created within the palace that I could teleport to at any time I wish. He was so gracious to even make it very high security, just in case something uncouth happened. A couple times I did actually teleport in a few monsters. Of course, it wasn't my fault. They were touching me, and I didn't know what I was
this ring
aware.
it doesn't stop.
I'm gonna try and cut him off. What? Can I?
I don't.
Is that real? You can teleport us back?
No, actually, I lied. I was just fucking with the...
Yeah, see, I knew it.
Nah,
He's
I'm gonna get pissed and
just
just
a
fucking
ring.
chuck the ring.
I'm gonna catch it and
Bing,
chuck
bing.
it back and just start tossing it.
That's great. Yeah.
Just wall
I'm
ball bouncing it
visibly
off the
upset
wall.
that we just ran away.
It's like the Doppler effect, even though it's in your head, like as he's around. You need to stop.
I put him on my mage hand and just start punching the wall over and over.
Because if we go back into the city, they'll know that we still survived. We just didn't find the circlet yet.
Except we can't come back unless we have the circlet.
Well, we can't. They won't let us in from the labyrinth unless we have the circlet.
I don't think they'll be happy with us either way.
If you were ever found, and
Yeah.
the matron mother finds y'all, it's a death sentence. Unless you had circle.
Okay.
it would have been death anyway.
Maybe onto something, Paul.
We should have looked for the circlet before we left.
I did. I looked all over for that fucker.
It was probably in the one on the left or on the right. I mean.
Hey, y'all were doing good on your stealth checks until Adelan got greedy and Nox decided to impersonate. This guy's like best friend.
Adelan got greedy right at the same time.
No, you did it right when I was greedy.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just
That's
got a
what
cloak. I
same time
thought for sure I could find something else.
He literally was looking at you.
It's okay. If I found the circlet, I was just going to put it directly on my head and see what happened. So
It was on a head already.
I would have took it off and put it right on mine.
The whole thing is you can't take it off.
Well, yeah, I can.
You have to like smash the head or something.
Anyway.
The door kind of opens like a slightly smaller, so you can see just the outline of like the upper half of someone's face. I'm not entirely sure who you are, but we're verifying your identity is at the moment. If you could just state your name, show any type of identification. Is that Barrelson? I see. It's like y'all are throwing the ring around. Yeah, I don't blame you. Names? You, Drow. The male one.
The male one. Okay.
Just real pissed off. I'm just be like, Art.
Art. Let me check my records for Art. Are you a fucking museum or a person? What's your full name?
You fucking heard me.
You, female Drow.
I'll give my name and I'll tell the guild that we're working for.
Finally, some fucking information. Good to know. Elf.
I'm Adelan, the holder of the Arm of Winter. Now let us in.
And then are you still Drow? Nox?
Yeah, I look like Winter.
Yeah. God, too many fucking Drows. You are the Drow.
Like
Name.
talking to me?
Yes, name.
I'll be like, first I'd like to hear your name.
I will leave you in here and cast fireballs repeatedly. What is your fucking name?
I'll turn into him and say, I will leave here and cast fireballs immediately.
The door shuts.
That's an interesting name. I gotta call out.
Given y'all's defiance, you will have time to short rest if you would like.
Yay!
Okay, and I put my invisible cloak on.
Okay. Yep. You can attune to that, of course. Are you wearing any
Hey,
other
I got my
cloaks?
spells back.
No,
Can I try to pick this lock or something?
right
Oh,
now all I
there's
got
no
is
lock.
I got the
Okay.
bracers, the ring, and the cloak. Are my 3.
Awesome.
What'd you take off?
The circlet of knowledge or whatever, so I can speak all different languages.
Sounds pretty useless.
Yep, that's why I put the cloak on.
All right. Anybody else doing anything during a short rest?
Yeah.
Then about an hour and a half or so, eventually the door is opened up. You see standing in front of you a very ordained, older elven gentleman. Appears to be a mage of sorts. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the palace of King Umi IX, the capital city of Leftinopolis. I am Garorin Portalia, the third-level advisor to the king and one of the high mages of the Council of Leftinopolis. Consider me your guide for now, and please don't try any funny business. I do like jokes, though. Is that Barrelson?
Oh, you mean Just Ring?
He's always been one to talk your ear off. A little bit cocky.
Do you know how to stop it? Because it's just like in our heads.
He like motions his hand and it like starts to levitate. He
Yeah.
releases it, you know. And there's just like an extra dimensional space, like a little bag, and you just all hear Barrelson say, "I will not have that," and then he's just dropped into the bag and the link has disappeared. I see that you have one of the pieces of winter, it appears. The arm, yes? Ah,
Well, we
yes.
just fulfilled a quest directly from the king, so
That is correct. There were many requests sent out for these sorts of things, and not many made it back. Good job. I'll be walking you to the king's chambers at the moment. You'll have to wait in line. There's a few others that have completed similar requests. If you don't mind, though, I would just like to let you know that everyone here in the city is quite tired, especially us mages. We have been tirelessly bringing all of the nobles out of the city as there is an imminent threat from this Chuldanog, as they are apparently about to invade the capital. It appears we're surrounded at the moment.
Oh no, if only someone would have warned people.
Well, we did receive a bit of warning and had some things in place. Luckily, we got some advance warning from some parties out of Honio a while ago. There was some rumors from Pap Tefilov and even from the fiefdoms at times. Some of those rumors were even traced back to your group. Kind of winks at y'all. Good work. Good work. But all I'm really saying here is that most of us are quite tired, and even though I can see that each of you might need a little bit of a longer rest, there's not much time for it, as the attack is fairly imminent. Given that this item be verified to be genuine, and he holds his hand out for one of you to hand the arm to him.
just put it in his hand like
Don't-
you're shaking
don't
his
hand it to
hand.
him. Don't hand it to him.
I need a long rest before I can hand this to you.
This mission came from the king. This will only go to the king.
Yes.
He kind of rolls his eyes. Fair enough, fair enough. I will let you know the king will have no intention of holding that object, though.
Well, we'd have to hear it from him.
You and everyone else. All right, all right. So at the moment, as it seems to be, we will hopefully be sending you on to another quest. At the moment, we do believe we had found the Crypt of Winter, and that is likely the location of his skull. If we can hopefully grab this object, and have it teleported back here, hopefully we'll be able to keep all of the pieces of Winter, and, well, we can put an end to this fight. At least that's what we hope.
How you plan on doing that?
You can just see like the bags under his eyes. If I had a week, I could explain it to you. But in short, the resurrection of the Dark Paladin seems to be the best chance at quelling this threat, as their army is quite large, 3 times ours.
So you think this is fucking Voltron? You gonna put all the pieces back together and just make some mighty warrior?
Well, they'd probably just cast resurrection once they have the body.
Well, to make it simple, based on all available information, we believe that this is something that is worth pursuing, as the Dark Paladin is the only one that has been known to quell this threat in the past.
We did just steal the arm from the guy who apparently killed him. And
He kinda-
apparently that entity controls the leader of the Chuldanog.
I'm listening.
He's in a labyrinth in the Underdark.
You were under the city of Naird, yes?
Yes.
Oh, terrible place. No offense to you, Drow, but interesting leader they have there. What was this individual like? Do you have any other
was like
information to share?
Do we know what he is? Like, I mean,
Uh,
I'd fought a beholder before with the rest of
Art is fully aware and informs y'all as a group, yes.
Tyrant.
I don't-
Tyrant. Death Tyrant.
something.
Yeah, Death
Death
Tyrant.
Tyrant. He was a previous beholder.
beholder that has lost its sanity and its flesh.
And when we did damage, he became immune to that type of damage.
Very interesting. Were there any other interesting individuals or creatures or?
Well, there
things
was like a massive necrotic hydra down
Oh,
there,
a
as well,
massive necrotic
blocking the
hydra.
entrance to his room.
Oh, and you went right past it, of course.
We snuck past it, yes.
Yes. You know, even if that
And there were a
were
bunch
true,
of undead Duergar.
your story is quite incredible. You should be a writer. There's some great books out there, but this one tops them all, I must say.
The Adventures of Nox Loquacious.
He reaches back into his bag and says, "Barrelson." He says, "What?" They start kind of chatting, and you can pick up on some of it, almost like picking up on a radio station. That's
Is he like asking if it's all true?
yes, and you can see the look on his face, like like you can tell he respects Barrelson, but it's more of like a kind of a funnier relationship. And as y'all,
We also killed an elder dragon.
kind of looks at you. Adelan, the
true-
Chimera Slayer, huh?
That's right.
The
Dragon
true
Slayer now, too.
adventures.
Ah,
Oh.
interesting. I've been told you're not a drow. Looks over at you, Nox.
Well, right now I look like the guard.
Okay, well, whatever.
I
It's not your-
quit.
not your form. Yeah.
Yeah.
I quit.
Eventually, you're brought into a line. And you see 5 other adventuring groups. One of them has a leg of Winter. One of them has like a rib cage of Winter. One of them has a pelvis of Winter. And they're each just kind of like changing their, talking about their stories, talking it up, talking about we lost these many people, and there's this one guy, and he's like he just has the leg, and there's this look on his face, and somebody's like, "So what's your story?" And they're all dead. Everyone died. I barely made. They sacrificed. Everyone's like, "Okay, buddy." kind of back up, but you can see some of these groups of adventurers. Some you would definitely put it maybe a slightly higher level than y'all, but some maybe even slightly lower level. There's a lot of people that were sent out, maybe a lot that did not return. The line moves forward about 5 minutes at a time. People head into the royal chamber. You catch a small peek inside. You can see the royal colors of purple and gold, as well as an individual sitting on some sort of a throne off in the distance. Garrowin says, "Well, Barrelson has stated that many of the things you said were true. You're not paying him, are you? You haven't promised to make him not a ring.
Man,
Why
we need
would
to
we
like
do
this
that?
thing.
He's so annoying.
It feels genuine.
And all he does is lie to us.
Well,
He just keeps going like, "Oh, I'll send you back. I'll send just you, only you back." And we're like, "We know you can't do that. You're just a ring." And he's like,
you impotent! And he's like, put back in the bag. So as the as Barrelson is
I'm gonna
placed
need to
back,
get one of those.
your new friend here, Garwin, says, make sure that you relay everything to the king, truthfully, mind you, and we will discuss your next mission. I can promise you a couple hours, but nothing more. Of course, there are many others that are going on this mission as well. If you wish to try to rest, you can go fight at the front gates. Your choice.
You said we'll fight at the front gate.
So the option is
Basically,
if
we
you long
can fight
rest,
the army
you were going to
and
the
long
front
rest,
lines,
yeah.
or you can go on another mission without one. So just consider that.
Okay.
Consider I have no spell slots.
I'm
None.
essentially just as good right now as I was with.
I am only down all of my 3rd levels.
I only have 1 4th level spell slot and a
What the
couple
fuck did you do that you blew all of your spell slots?
He cast slow twice.
He cast slow
once.
once.
Oh well.
No,
slow
in that
once.
battle, but the battle before on the Striders.
That is
On
true.
the
I used-
Striders?
Uh,
Oh, the spider thing.
The dry, the dry.
And I also
Strider's a
used
video
yeah.
game.
2 fireballs at that time.
Wall of fire.
2
Fireball.
fireballs.
Yeah.
Every time you short rest, though, you do arcane recovery, or is it only once per day?
It's once a long
per
rest.
day.
Once per long rest. Yeah.
Sucker, I get mine back every short rest. All 2
Same.
of those kind.
All 2 of mine. All 2 of my only spell slots. That's right.
So this is
What level are your spell slots?
you're right.
3.
All right,
And
this
I'm
is a
happy to
moment.
have them.
This is a moment for y'all's group to get your story straight, say what you're gonna say. You have a few minutes to talk with the king, and you've been presented your option. So take this time. You are not in the chambers. So discuss.
Leave out the whole, lie of the dragon bullshit.
Or we
No.
could tell him about it and have it be like a funny little tale.
I mean, I don't
Endear
think he cares.
endear ourselves to the king,
I think he's all business right now. With an army of 50,000 storming on your gates, I don't think you're ready in the mood for laughs.
So he might enjoy a little.
Or he just wants to stick to business. I think it's probably the way we should go.
Give him the
Alright.
flag. Take whatever reward we get.
With
Talking about
everything, all the stuff
fucking-
everyone's carrying, that arm doesn't
The
seem
army-
very important anymore.
The army that's underground, that's waiting for the resurrection of the guy with no name.
The nameless one.
Same.
Nope.
And how they're expecting
We
his
want him to be
resurrection, and
named
how
again.
they're waiting. They're saying he's coming, and all their pets that are down there, all the fucking wyvern and hydra and whatever the fuck else, spider bitches.
Well, a lot of undead in the Troldenog. A lot of those undead too.
Right.
Oh, I think most of them are.
Yeah, so the Chuldanog, I'll just, reiterate just so we're all on the same page, an organization that does a couple things. One, they steal kids and use a version of some type of drug, some type of what they call Excelsius powder, which is related to the stormlight that they get from the diamonds up in the Sham range to turn them into sorceress individuals. They also take younger creatures and raise them to be mounts and things like this. They also go around and raise graveyards of people that they've killed, and they specifically look for people that are very strong and try to raise them from the dead as well to join their side. Of course, that also includes people like Talisman and others that have infiltrated into the councils and politics and government. Pretty minor stuff. You move up.
Yeah,
in
let's
line.
tell him that.
I would also like to note that getting an audience with the king, even in a time like this, is, quite unheard of. So, if you would like to use this opportunity for,
How unheard of could it be? We were in line.
I think you know what I mean. Let's just say he's met with more people this week than he probably has in the last 100 years, other than his.
Supposed to ask him for something?
No, I'm just merely stating.
Hey, is there like a potion of sleep I could get that would
Give us
make me have a full
titles.
sleep in less time?
I would appreciate a title.
I want a title and an estate.
Yes, there are, Chris.
I need one of those.
Master at
There are specific type of fruits that can grant you a long rest. So they're extremely rare, very expensive.
So is this arm.
The golden pineapples.
It's same concept. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I want from the king.
Just fucking hand it some devil fruit. Is that what's going on here?
Yeah. It's the rest fruit.
You can long rest as many times as you want. It takes an action.
Nice. Yeah. But you're forever level 4. Is it worth it?
Oh, I don't want that.
You'd have to be a high enough level for it to be good, like to where like you won't get one hit by enemies.
All right, y'all are next. The doors start to open. Y'all are escorted inside by Garrowin, as well as a handful of other guards. There are numerous people in the corners of the room, some crossbows, those with staffs. Any funny business would be instantly found out. You see, sitting on the throne, a middle-aged man. He looks bored, not tired, almost like he got too much sleep last night. You see
He might
him,
want to hear the funny story.
you see him kind of sighing and rubbing his eyes and his forehead. You could almost swear you hear him say, "How many fucking parts are there?" But as y'all get within, let's say about 35 feet or so, he's elevated a bit on a throne. Garrowin would say, "King Umi the Ninth, here in front of us, I am presenting to you members of the Raven's Tail Guild, stationed in the great city of Paptefiloth under the leadership of Shin. We have one Arthur Elrath, Atalin de Nova, Nox the Gracious."
I'll like turn into like my other form though
Costco.
for this. Yeah.
And Ilaria de Veer. Heroes. Go ahead, Paul. What'd you say, Paul? Sorry.
I'll give it courtesy.
Heroes of the realm, I dare say, as they have ventured deep into the labyrinth under the city of Naird, and brought back the very arm of winter that the Nameless One has ripped from his body many centuries ago. And he motions for you to hand him the arm.
I need a sleep pineapple. Sleep
Oh
golden
my
pineapple?
God. This is where you don't talk, Atalan.
No, I want a pineapple. I need to sleep.
Who has the arm?
I-
Let's start with
I do. I have the arm.
This isn't how you address.
This isn't how this works. Fucking hand over the arm.
Here's the arm, sir.
Thank you very much, Atalan.
You remember the queen
Chimera
you talked
Slayer.
to? You should copy that too.
Just don't talk.
All right, let's get this over with quick. What say thou?
Thou says we know a thing or
That's the
two
king.
about-
That's the
I think
king.
so.
I am the king.
That is not what he sounded like a second ago.
Now
King is
says we
not
know
talking.
quite a bit of
Oh, okay.
He's never said a
Oh.
word.
Okay.
what's going on.
Right?
We
Go ahead.
go on the whole spiel about everything we found in the dungeon. And by dungeon, I mean labyrinth.
Anything about the dragon?
Yes,
Nothing
I
about the
say
dragon.
I talk about the dragon.
Really?
I tell him a story about the dragon.
You fooled them that way.
Yes.
Very impressive, I must say. I am very impressed. That's very cool. What do you think, Arwen? Yes, sir. Very, very impressive. Kind of rolls his eyes.
I would
Yeah,
also
this-
tell him about how we had to fight our way down the tower and how we like cheated and beat the imps at poker. Like all that stuff too.
Yes, he seems kind of impressed. And honestly, like when you say like we did this heroic thing, he's like, oh, okay. But then you're like, we beat imps at poker. He's like, that right there, that is awesome. I'm very impressed. You must teach me this trick. Well, as of now, we have found the head of this Winterfellow, and we will be sending out our brave adventurers to find it. Do you accept this quest?
I believe
I
our
have
companions here might
one
need
more
a-
gift for you.
Well,
And then I'm going to set my ring down and I'm going to smash it with my staff. And the dead ass body of Talisman's going to roll out of this thing. I mean, like, this is
and
one of the.
Albo.
Yes, yes. Former lieutenants of, that army marching on your gates if you have
Oh,
any questions for him.
filthy! Get it out of my chambers. Oh,
I'm sure you can get plenty of useful information out of that one.
oh, it smells. Garwin, prestidigitation. Begins to cast it, and the guards begin to take it away. They're kind of chatting. Your Highness, it does appear that this is one of the generals of the Chuldanog that this group has successfully apprehended and brought to us. That is a great feat. Very great feat indeed. He kind of looks at y'all like, oh, could have told me that before. Anything else?
I just remembered.
That's fair.
I believe
Sleep,
my
sleep,
friends
golden
would probably
pineapple.
need a long rest pineapple.
I do believe we do have a few of the pieces of fruit ready if you would like one. We're selling them for 50,000 each in these trying times.
Well, these would be used by us to go recover the head of winter.
You see, Garwin here is a very high-level mage, and he has not received one, so why should I give it to you?
Because we're the ones going on this dangerous quest for you.
As
And
is
we'll have
Garwin.
plenty of stories to tell you.
I'm
He
sorry,
looks
but
rested. No, I'm kidding. He doesn't look
We
rested.
already caught one of their generals. We could do
He's
better.
coming with us?
yes, I will be the teleportation mechanism in this particular instance. As this,
Oh,
is
we're getting an upgrade from the ring?
Barrelson is of his own right very capable, and he goes, Barrelson? That old swine.
Yeah, I hate that guy.
My
too.
great-grandfather,
You-
I don't know
you-
what he saw in him.
Do you do more than just teleport, or is that all you do as well?
With all due respect, I am a bit of a master of my craft. Level 20 wizard.
That was more disrespect for the ring than you, by the way.
Yeah, he's just,
Yeah, Barrelson's just. Like, I'm just
Anyway,
like-
50k gold if you would like one. Limited supply. Or an item equivalent.
Yeah. Ooh, you know what he's trying to do. with
Oh,
you, Chris.
okay. You gave him the cloak just to get. Hunter's only making it 50k because he doesn't want you to have the cloak.
How much the cloak is worth.
That's so rude, Hunter. He rolled a nat 20.
He
You
did.
gave
What
him
is?
the cloak.
What does he want more?
That's rude.
Go into the final battle without any spells or has a cloak of invisibility. Here's your cloak. Give me a damn banana or whatever it is.
Ah,
I put my circlet back on my head.
a dirty old cloak. Garwin picks it up. Your Highness, with all due respect, this is a legendary item. Cloak of invisibility. It is very much worth one of our Fruits of Long Rest.
Worth 2.
1.
2.
I believe it is worth 2. It is a legendary item.
As are the pineapples.
But
But
this
they're
can be used
smaller
every day, as the
legendary
pineapples
items.
can only be used once.
Yes.
In the current situation, the cloak is not as useful.
I beg to differ. If we could have had both, it would have been quite useful.
He does toss it back to you, Adelan. Use it on this journey, but we will require it back. Kind of winks at you. And, all right, is there anything else? I'm growing tired of y'all. Very boring.
Well, if you might grant us an audience at a future date,
No.
we could have plenty of funnier stories to tell you.
Oh, maybe, actually. I'm listening.
One involves a tavern, a dwarf, and like what? Like a cow man.
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Did I get my piece of fruit?
They will bring you a
Oh,
long
boy.
rest. What kind of fruit would you like?
What is my persuasion?
A banana.
Okay, long rest banana.
24.
He looks at you. I'll consider it. Now leave. Shoo.
Would you also be able to, once we return with the skull, grant us all titles?
Sure. Don't fucking care. What do you want? Knight,
Probably some-
lord,
and
duke,
some-
councilman?
Oh, I would like a duke, actually.
You look familiar.
I'd like to be an
actually.
earl. I want to be an earl.
I get that all the time, Your Majesty.
You know, you're from that town up north. What is it called? Can't recall. Your name is Costco. Cauliflower. Help me out here. Help me out. We met before.
You've met.
Don't you owe me money, or do I owe you money? I can't remember.
As I've mentioned before, I'm quite good at cards. If that's the instance, you
I probably owe
money.
you money. That's right. The gallows, or would you just call the debt free? Well, your choice.
Oh, that's why I didn't ask for it.
Oh, wonderful. Now leave. Leave. Get out of my sight. And he shoos you on the way.
The gallows are called even.
Can I eat my banana yet?
You have to go get a real banana and eat it. That's
Why
how
don't
this
you
works.
wait just in case we use anything else before?
I have
before
nothing else to use, so I need to eat
You have 0 spell slots?
You don't
I
have
have
any
one.
firsts or anything?
I have a couple. I have a couple firsts, a couple seconds, and a fourth.
This man thinks spell slots start at 3rd.
Right?
That's because all I got is shield and misty step for 1 to 2.
Hey, you never know.
Either way, y'all have about another hour, if that means anything to y'all, to prepare. You get your banana of long rest.
You get
And-
your circlet back on.
No, he let me have my thing
So
for the mission.
let you borrow it
Mhm.
for the time being.
What is
Uh,
the circlet?
Comprehend
Circlet
language,
of
basically.
knowledge, so I can talk any language and hear any language.
The helm of comprehend languages.
Yep.
Yeah, so just to be clear on the specifics here, y'all are going to a crypt. There's not much known about it. There are a number of other people, other groups and parties that will be joining you on this mission as well, though they will probably be acting separate. Garowin will be for whoever is to first grab this item, the Skull of Winter. You will be able to be teleported back and bring it to the king. So hopefully there's
How does that work?
So kill every other adventurer to make sure they don't get it first.
if that's how you would like to do it. So
So is he just like following the herd of everybody, and then whoever gets there first, he's like, all right, you win.
I
Yeah,
mean,
there's 40 of us running down there.
it's not like a giant room where y'all are just searching around. I mean, it's similar to a labyrinth where you'll be moving through different areas and so things like that. So,
Right. So how would he catch up to anybody? Who's the guy that, or they gotta go find him?
well, how are they going to get out of there is the question. Right?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
So when he arrives, yet again, he's high level. He'll be able to teleport them. I mean, if there's
If
one
somebody
person,
else arrives and then we arrive, we kill them, then we take the skull, and then he teleports us out.
I mean, if you want to kill
Got it.
people, go ahead. Whatever.
Whoever has a skull gets teleported out. That's
So
the
I
game.
think teleportation can bring 10 people. So you better hope that their group is small if you're not part of it.
You can make it small.
Oh, okay.
Put him in the bag. Hold him.
How did Casca meet the king?
These
Oh,
are
I have a
things-
question, sir. Because I had a full rest banana,
Mhm.
do I get to re-prepare my my spells?
Absolutely, it is the equivalent of taking a long rest.
All right.
Before y'all leave, you know, the magic items and potions and things like this are all being rationed because of this war effort. So if there is anything y'all would like to buy, it will be at an extremely elevated price. But otherwise, y'all have another chance for another short rest if you need it. I'll let y'all think about it for a minute or so, and then we'll do one more little cutscene, so to speak, and then we'll end the session for this week.
I'll use a short rest to regain some hit points.
Okay.
Hit
And then
dice.
some hit dice, absolutely. And I will note that before what could possibly be a final assault on the capital, there might be a potential for a long rest. So, you know, completing your mission swiftly would be a good idea.
I'll just like look at them and be like, man, come home for like an hour and then have to leave immediately. We don't even get to rest. This is crazy.
Everyone's just silent. Casca's just talking
Yeah, I
to
know.
himself. Adelan's reading through his books.
I have to figure out what I'm preparing.
Alaria's like, you know, bandaging her wounds. You're just like,
I'm just like rambling on, like,
Yeah.
when Casca met the king? Like, what is the shenanigans? The king either owed him money or he owed the king money. What? Just like completely rambling to myself.
well, I see that you are taking a second. If you don't mind, I think we'll go ahead and teleport there now. There shouldn't be any danger at the present. We'll be outside of the crypt.
Lead the way, champ.
All right, everyone, get ready. Alakazam. No. He begins to cast the teleportation ritual. I'll jump through space, ending up outside of a crypt. You see beautifully carved stone that once probably bore the name of this family crypt that has since been etched away through the passage of time or otherwise. Standing around, you see numerous groups of other adventurers, many looking just as beat up as y'all, others worse, some a little better. You see some familiar faces. You all see the crest of those from the Shadow Temple. A small group preparing to head into the crypt. You see y'all's acquaintance Billy one of the 4 kids who, by a miracle, seemed to actually make it out of the carnival arc, as well as other groups of relatively strong people from the Midnight Horse Guild. I don't know's guild, the vampire guy. You see the Silver Blades, group that y'all had fought with ever so slightly in a tournament in the city of Honio a few months ago. You see a group of pirate mercenaries adorned with the Storm Pirates insignia. You see many wearing symbols of Umi, some type of elite force that is associated with this palace, the Umi Rangers. There are a number of knights and champions from the various fiefdoms. Some might even know Vola. An art, the one that catches your eye that you just can't stop looking at. The academy that you used to call home. Some of the highest and most important people in the academy, all standing in a group, fairly beat up, ready to head into this crypt.
Say they were very beat up.
Yes, they look like they've been through a lot. In the front, there is the doors to the crypt, and standing in front of it is a woman that Adelan and Nox would have seen once before. The maiden that lives at the top of the library of Pap Tefaloth, Lachran Umbreth. She looks out. She's by herself, but she's standing at the door. She looks like she hasn't been hurt at all. It took me.
And we know that she fought a dragon.
This is true. It took me quite some time to find this place, but it seems that everyone has arrived. I'll be searching for this cranium myself, but I do hope one of you will find it. I have enough accolades to my name. She kind of waves a staff, and you can see little motes of autumnal colors kind of go around what you would assume to be the door into the crypt. And then they turn to acid, and the stone just sort of melts away. As you looked inside the crypt, there are the exact number of passageways as there are teams. Everyone, go ahead and pick your favorite direction. We'll see who gets there first. And remember, it is a race. Kind of winks. And I highly discourage fighting amongst yourselves. Our kingdom needs all the strength it can get.
As soon as she said it's a race, I just want to take off and just start sprinting for one of the tunnels.
Okay. Does everybody follow?
No, he's going to get himself killed doing that shit.
Okay.
I'll follow him.
Okay.
I'm going slow. I'm not running anywhere.
Okay.
Then you'll get left behind, bud.
I'll just like bow towards like Lacquer and be like, and like head off.
Rolls her eyes. All right. That is where we will end today's session. Full disclosure, next week, I expect y'all to get to the start of what we might call the final battle. And I would like Chris, I would like Olgrim and Kapesk here for the final session, which will likely be the next session after that. So I will definitely be working with everyone to make sure that we can find a good time, hopefully at our normal time, to finish that out. There'll likely be a long rest before that starts, but nothing for now.
So he should be able to be here because, I mean, everything at his house will be fixed.
Okay. Yeah, just, just so everyone's aware, these will be kind of the last two, but I definitely want to make sure I'm accommodating to all players so we can make sure everyone's there. But otherwise, gentlemen, that's today's session. Thanks for playing.